Mhm. Amit, can you hear me, Amit? Can you hear me? Please unmute yourself. Yes. Can you hear me, Amit?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Hi, phone to বন্ধ করে দিব পারে ইয়াতে আমি পাই না। Am I audible to all?
Yes, sure. And you are now co-host.
I am now yes.
So you can do everything.
Okay. And with us, Satyajit Das sir is there. Sir is from.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Satyajit Das, sir. Just I'll unmute you, sir. Yes.
Das sir, please unmute yourself. Das sir.
Sir, please unmute yourself, sir.
Das sir, hello.
Sir, unmute koi log, sir. Unmute button ase, sir. Eta tolor phale, sir. Left side of. Yes, sir. You are audible now, sir. Again, sir. Yes, now it's okay, sir.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But sir, your sound is low, sir.
Yeah. The sound is sufficient to hear.
Yeah, now I think it is okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, volume 2, sir. Bohai lobo paribo niki computer.
Computer jiman ase iman disue.
Hobo sir tetia hole.
Aru olop bhal hole bhal hoy niki?
এখিনি লগে ঠিক আছে স্যার উচৰত আহিলে বেছি ভাল হয় অলপ দূৰত গলে কমি যায়
আচ্ছা হেৰি
বা এটাৰ পিছত আপুনি লাগিলে হেডফোনটো লগাই লব পাৰিব হয় শুনি আছো হয় হেল্ল'
আচ্ছা এইটো শেয়াৰ স্ক্ৰীন কৰিছো নেকি
শেয়াৰ স্ক্ৰীনটা এবাৰ আপোনাক হেৰি কৰি দিওঁ পাৱাৰ পইণ্টটো ওপেন আছে ন স্যাৰ আপোনাৰ
পাৱাৰ পইণ্টটো ওপেন আছে
share screen click কৰিব আগৰ নিচিনাকৈ share screen
Actually, we lost connection, sir. Yes, Amit.
You cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Yeah, sir. Right now, I'm sharing the screen. I will just stop sharing the screen, sir. Just a second, sir. Yes, now you can do, sir.
I can do.
Yes.
Screen sharing has failed to start. Please try again later.
Why this problem is coming, sir?
I don't know, Mr. Doctor.
Datta, share your screen, Datta.
Yes.
Come on, network to Datta. Network to bhal bhan hai. Sir.
Yeah.
আপনার পাওয়ার পয়েন্ট দেখাবো নাকি স্যার আপনি
হয় পাওয়ার পয়েন্ট হয় হয়
এটা কাম কৰিব আপনি পাওয়ার পয়েন্ট মোক WhatsApp বা মেইল কৰি দিয়ক স্যার
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে
ইন কেস যদি
মেইল আইডিটো কি আছিল
মেইল আইডিটো স্যার কৈ দিও নেকি স্যার লিখিব নেকি স্যার
কওকচোন
B for Birender, B for Bangladesh.
এক মিনিট
Yes.
ডক্টৰ আচ্ছা মই পাৱাৰ পইণ্ট এইটো হেৰিটো হেৰিত পঠাই দিওঁ নেকি বীৰেন্দ্ৰ হেৰি মেইলত পঠাই দিছো এক মিনিট হ'ব দেই মই আপুনি আছে নেকি বীৰেন্দ্ৰৰ লগত আপুনি হোল্ডত থাককচোন মিস্টাৰ বীৰেন্দ্ৰ পাল
Yes, sir. Sir, আপনি এটা কাম কৰক, লিখক জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি।
হেতু জেনারেল জি
জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি নতুন ইমেইল আইডি দিছি স্যার মই আপোনাক। জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি ACLA @gmail.com কিবাকে যদি স্যার আপনি কৰিব নোৱাৰিলে আমি ইয়াৰ পৰা কৰি দিম, আপনি কৈ থাকিলে হ'ব স্যাৰ।
হয় হয় জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি ACLA @gmail.com
Yes sir.
তো মই পঠাই আছো ৰব দেই এতিয়া
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
এই মই লিভ মিটিং কৰিম নেকি নে মিনিমাইজ কৰি দিম
মানে স্যার আপনি মিনিমাইজ কৰি দিলে হ'ব, একো প্ৰবলেম নাই স্যার।
হয় হয়
মিনিমাইজ কৰি দিও
মিনিমাইজ কৰি দিম
স্যার প্ৰথম এই স্ক্রিন শেয়ারটো চেক কৰি লওঁ স্যার এবাৰ আমি।
কোনটো
আৰু এবাৰ স্ক্রিন শেয়ার চেক কৰি চাওকচোন স্যার কি কৈছে।
শেয়াৰটো আহিছে নেকি নাই ফেইল হৈ গৈছে
ফেল হৈ আছে না
দত্ত তুমি কৰাচোন একবাৰ স্ক্রিন শেয়ার।
ঠিক আছে মই হেৰি কৰো মিনিমাইজ কৰি পেলাই মেইলত কৰি দিম
হয় অমিত তুমি কৰাচোন।
মোৰ হৈ আছে
অমিত হৈ আছে হয় মই ছাৰক এটা কাম কৰো, ছাৰক মই কো-হোষ্ট বনাই দিওঁ। কো-হোষ্ট বনাই দিলে চাগে প্ৰবলেমটো সলভ হ'ব পাৰে।
নাই তথাপিও নহব নেকি চেক কৰি চাকচোন তথাপিও এবাৰ
স্যার আপোনাক
মই সেইটো কৰিছিলো মানে আগতে। আচ্ছা স্যার এতিয়া ট্রাই এবাৰ কৰকচোন শেয়াৰ কৰিবলৈ
আৰু এবাৰ চাৰ কৰ ন
হয় হয়
হয় হয় এবাৰ ৰব নাই হোৱা আকৌ ফেইল হৈ আছে ফেইল দেখাই আছে
ফেল হৈ আছে তেতিয়াহ'লে স্যার মেইলে কৰি দিয়ক আমাক
মেইল কৰি দিও ন এই জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি ACLA@gmail
হয় তাতে কৰি দিয়ক স্যার।
ঠিক আছে
আপুনি কৈ থাকিলে নেক্সট কৈ থাকিলে আমি নেক্সট কৰি দিম।
হয় হয়
আপুনি নেক্সট বুলি কৈ থাকিব আমি
হয় 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 হয়
অমিত
হয়
তোমাৰ ইমেইল আইডিটো মোক হোৱাটছএপত কৰি দিয়াচোন, মই তোমাকো এটা ফৰৱাৰ্ড কৰি দিম। কিবাকে মোৰ কানেকশন গ'লে তুমি চম্ভালিবা।
ঠিক আছে নহলে স্যার আপুনি মোক সাইমালটেনিয়াসলি মেইল এটা কৰি দিব পাৰে।
সেইটো ভাল হ'ব।
কি আছিলে এটো মেইল আইডিটো
omitd68@gmail.com
অমিত
d68@gmail.com আপোনাকো দিছো মই বীৰেন্দ্ৰ দা
মোক দিছে নাই
আপোনাৰ দুইজনকে কৰি দিও ন
হ'ব
হয় দুজনকে দি দিলে
মই ফোনটো অলপমান থৈছো হা হ'ব না হেল্ল'
হয় কি ক'লে স্যার
ফোনটো অলপ থৈ
কি
দিছো
ক'লে হয়
ফোনটো অলপ কাটি
হয়
দিছো
হয় ঠিক আছে হয় ফোনটো
স্যার পঠাইছিলে নেকি স্যার? অমিত এই প্ৰবলেমটো কিয় আহিছে মানে শেয়ার স্ক্রিনৰ?
আমাৰতো সেটিংৰ আমাৰতো ঠিকই আছে দেখোন আমাৰ ফালে
না সেটিংস তো সবে কৰি আছে, মোৰটো গোটেই সেমিনাৰত সবে কৰিব পাৰি।
তাকে আৰু ছাৰৰ আমি তেতিয়া আগতে দুপৰীয়া এবাৰ চেক কৰিছিলো সেই ইস্যুৱে আহি আছিলে
ফেল হৈ আছিল নেকি
তাতে ইনষ্টলেচনত কিবা
ও তেতিয়া আপডেট কৰিব
ইনষ্টলেচনত
লাগিব
কিবা থাকি গ'ল নেকি তেনেকে
এটা আপডেট কৰিব
হ'ব
লাগিব
পাৰে সেকেন্ড নেটৰ পৰা ডাউনলোড কৰা হয় যে
তোমাৰ নেটৱৰ্কটো ইমান ক্লিয়াৰ নহয় কিন্তু
মোৰ প্ৰবলেম হৈ আছে দেখোন স্লো হৈ আছে
না ঠিক আছে কিবা ইমান ভিডিঅ' অফ কৰি ল'বা
তাকে মই হেৰি কৰো নেকি দেৱজ্যোতি চৰকাৰ যে আছে কমাৰ্চৰ
হয়
তেওঁকো কোহষ্ট কৰি দিওঁ
চবকে
তেতিয়াহ'লে
চবে নিজে নিজে আনমিউট কৰক নিজে কথা পাতক হয় না
তেতিয়াহ'লে আমাৰ মাজত হেৰি চলি থাকিব কমিউনিকেশ্যনটো প্ৰবলেম নেটৰ এজনৰ প্ৰবলেম হ'লে আৰু এজনে সাপোৰ্ট দি থাকিব
কাক কৰিব লাগে মোক কৈ দিয়া মই ইয়াৰ পৰা কৰি দিম
মই তাক ফোন কৰি লওঁ
তাৰমানে আমাৰ 10টা আছে তো হোষ্ট প্ৰবলেম নাই
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ সরকার হ্যাঁ গুড ইভিনিং কিসে করো তো তুমি লগইন করো মানে আইডিটা দিয়া হ্যাঁ আইডিটা দিয়া
এতিয়া আমি নকৰো হেৰি অমিত
হ্যাঁ
এতিয়া আমি এতিয়া কৰিম না না পিছত কৰিলে হ'ব
লগইন কৰি ৰাখিলে বেয়া নহয় পিছত আমি আকৌ যে ইয়াত ফালৰ পৰা টেষ্টিংটো কৰি থাকো
ঠিক আছে
সরকার তুমি হ্যাঁ লিংকটা দিয়ে লগইন করো দেৱজ্যোতি সরকার বুলি আহিব
দেৱজ্যোতি সরকার প্ৰিন্সিপাল ছাৰ সোমাব খুজিছে ছাৰক সোমাব দিও নেকি ছাৰক এডমিট কৰি দিও
এডমিট কৰি দিও
নহলে ছাৰে বেয়া পাব না
তাকে স্যার আপনার মেইলটো আহিছে নেকি মেইল কৰিছে হয় হয়
মেইল নহলে অমিত মোক এইটো ফৰৱাৰ্ড কৰি দিয়া মোৰলে
কোনটো
মোৰ পোৱা নাই মেইলটো ছাৰৰ মেইলটো পোৱা নাই
এইটো জেনেৰেল সেক্ৰেটাৰীটো গৈছে
নেকি ছাৰ
জেনেৰেল সেক্ৰেটাৰীটোত গৈছে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে স্যার মই তেতিয়াহ'লে পাই যাম বাৰু
নাই ছাৰ মই পোৱা নাই ছাৰ
যাব চেণ্ডিং দেখাইছে
আচ্ছা
পাইছেনে
সত্যজিৎ দাস ছাৰ পালো ছাৰ
পাইছে
মই ছাৰ এবাৰ প্লে কৰি ইয়াৰ পৰা আপোনাক হেৰি কৰি দিম
আৰু অমিত 68 সেইটো পঠাম নে
অমিত ডি 68 পঠাই দিয়ক নহলে মই হেৰি বীৰেন্দ্ৰদাৰ পৰা লৈ ল'ম মই
পঠাই দিও লাগিলে
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে দিম
অমিত লৈ লোৱা বেকআপ কিবা প্ৰবলেম মোৰ হৈ যাব তেতিয়া হেল্প কৰিবা
হয় ঠিক আছে অমিত ডি 68
অমিত ডি ন
ডি হয় ডি 68 হয়
ডি 68
ডি 68 হয়
অমিত আহিছে ক্লিয়াৰকে
হয় আহিছে স্ক্ৰিনটো ফুল আহিছে স্ক্ৰিন শেয়াৰ হৈছে হয় ঠিক আছে আহিছে ওকে
এবাৰ গৈছে নে অমিত
হয় চাই আছো
আহিছে ন
চাই আছো এতিয়ালৈকে অহা নাই আহিব
পাইছেনে
এতিয়ালৈকে অহা নাই আহিব আমাৰ লগত দেৱজ্যোতি সৰকাৰকো আমি কোহোষ্ট হিচাপে কৰি দিওঁ।
হয় হয়
স্যার আপনার কো-হোস্টটো স্যার উইথড্র কৰিছো তাৰ মানে নহলে আপুনি প্ৰেজেন্টেশন দিবলৈ আপোনাৰ ডিস্টার্ব ফিল কৰিব মানে
হয়, হয়।
এটো কাৰণে মই উইথড্র কৰি লৈছো স্যার
হয়
স্যার মই শেয়ার স্ক্রিনটো এবাৰ কৰি দিম স্যার আপুনি চাই ল'ব স্যার
হয় হয়
স্যার আহিছে মোৰ মেলটো
আহিছে ন?
হয়
এটো স্যার দেখিছেনে স্যার আপুনি স্যার
দেখিছো হয় হয়
স্যার আপুনি স্যার যদি হেৰিটো নেক্সট কৰিলে লগে লগে নেক্সট কৰি দিম স্যার
হয় হয়
স্যার এবাৰ নেক্সট কৰি দিয়ক
ৰ'ব এক মিনিট
পাউডার দিছো কই দিছো
অমিত প্ৰেজেন্টেশন টাইমত মানে মাইক একদম মিউট হ'ব লাগিব হা
ঠিক আছে
অ
আমাৰটো মিউট থাকিব বাকি সবকে মিউট
এতিয়া
অল বুলি
মই
হয় স্যার কওক স্যার
ফাৰ্ষ্ট এইটো টাইটেল পেজটো দেখাওকচোন টাইটেল পেজ
এটো স্যার
ঠিক আছে এইটো ফুল স্ক্রিন আহিব নেকি
ফুল
এইখিনি
স্ক্রিন
আহিব।
এখানে আহিব স্যার
এইখিনি আহিব ঠিক আছে ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ দেই
স্যার নেক্সট এটো স্যার আপনি স্যার নেক্সট এবাৰ কৈ দিয়ক স্যার তেতিয়া আমি কনফার্ম আমি
নেক্সট
স্যার আপনি নেক্সট কৰি থাকিব আমি ফালে পৰাই
হয় 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 থ্যাংক ইউ আচ্ছা এটা এনে মই চাই লৈছো এবাৰ
হয় স্যার
হয়
নেক্সট yeah next okay thank you
ঠিক আছে
প্ৰথমৰ পৰা দিলে
ঠিক আছে স্যার যেতিয়া আৰম্ভ হ'ব এতিয়া তেতিয়া লগাই দিম এটা ব্যানাৰটো লগাই দিছো মই
হয় হয় হয়
বীৰেন্দ্ৰ দা
হা
দেৱজ্যোতি সৰকাৰ যে আছে তেওঁকো কোহোষ্ট হিচাপে কৰি দিলে
ঠিক আছে
মই ইয়াৰ পৰা পোৱা নাই সেইটো
হেৰি সত্যজিৎ অমিত
হয়
মই ইয়াৰ পৰা কৰো মানে মোৰ নেটৱৰ্কটো বেছি ষ্ট্ৰং আছে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ঠিক
তো ইয়াৰ পৰা হেৰিটো ছাৰটো কৰি দিম কিবা হলে তুমি চাই ল'বা টেক আপ কৰি ল'বা হা
ঠিক আছে
ঠিক আছে
তেতিয়াহ'লে ধৰক আমি তিনজন কোহোষ্ট থাকিলে প্ৰবলেম নাই মোৰ নেটৱৰ্ক প্ৰবলেম দিব পাৰে গেছ কৰিছো বেণ্ডউইথ লো মাজে মাজে
আহি আছে নেকি
এতিয়া ঠিকে আছে
নাই অলপ প্ৰবলেম আছে নেটৱৰ্কটো সেইকাৰণে মই মানে সেইটো দিয়া নাই পিপিটি তাতে হা দেৱজ্যোতি সৰকাৰ ভিডিঅ'টো দেখুৱাই দিয়ক
1 minute sir 1 minute okay
সরকার
এক মিনিট আমি
আচ্ছা
আমি দে অন রেকর্ডিং হৈ আছে এটো পুরা
রেকর্ড হৈ আছে ন
ক্লাউড রেকর্ডিং আছে দেই লাইভ হৈ আছে এটো
আচ্ছা 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 ঠিক আছে
এটো আমি পিছলৈ যেতিয়া হেৰি কৰিম কাটি দিম আৰু
যেটো ফেসবুকত লাইভ কৰিবলৈ হলে বিৰাম
ফেসবুক লাইভ কৰিবা নেকি
এতিয়া মই এনে সুধিছো মানে যদি লাইভ কৰিব লাগে তেতিয়াহ'লে কিবা বেলেগ দৰকাৰ পৰে নে এনেকৈ পাৰি কৰিবলৈ?
এনেকৈ পাৰিব, কিন্তু তোমাৰ পৰা নোৱাৰিবা নেকি? এইটো মোৰ পৰাই কৰিব লাগিব।
মানে নেটৱৰ্কৰ কাৰণে?
নহয় মানে মেইন হোষ্ট যেহেতু মই হৈ আছো।
আচ্ছা,
হোষ্টত চাগে এই ফেচিলিটি নাই। মোৰ লাগে যদি মই কৰি দিম মোৰ একাউণ্টত বা হেৰি ফেচবুক যদি কৰিবা।
দৰকাৰ নপৰিব এতিয়া এনে দৰকাৰ নপৰিব, এনে মানে ভাবিছো আৰু যদি ফিউচাৰত কৰোঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে।
আছে অলপ মানে কনফিগাৰেশ্যন অলপ আছে, অলপ ভিতৰত যায় অলপ চেঞ্জ কৰিব লাগে।
আচ্ছা,
তো আই থিংক আমি পাৰ্টিচিপেণ্ট একচেপ্ট কৰোঁ।
5:30 হৈছে, হাফ এন আৱাৰ আছে নেকি? নে কি কৰিব?
এতিয়া হেৰি কৰিলো আৰু বহিলো দেই।
কৰিব পাৰি, কৰোঁ তেতিয়াহ'লে।
কৰিবা 5:35 পৰা কৰিবা।
হয়।
Hello, sir. Good evening.
সরকার?
Good evening. Good evening.
স্যার মনে হয় হ্যাঁ, গুড ইভিনিং। স্যার মনে হয় কোন দিকে গেছে আসতে।
আচ্ছা, okay. আর Paul sir?
Paul sir আছেন?
Okay, good evening, sir.
গুড ইভিনিং। কেনেকা খবৰ? ভাল?
Sir, ভাল। আপোনাৰ?
ভাল। চলি আছে।
মই মানে ঘৰ আহিলো তো আৰু লেপটপটো ঘৰত কি ৰুমত আছে আৰু সো আৰু
সাইন আপ কৰক।
নাই, নো প্ৰবলেম। আপোনাৰ নেটৱৰ্কটো বহুত ক্লিয়াৰ আছে, একো প্ৰবলেম নাই।
হয়।
আপোনালোকে একচেপ্ট কৰি থাকিব আৰু পাৰ্টিচিপেণ্ট।
Okay, sure.
Hello, Amit, please, 1 second. Amit.
বীরেন্দ্র দা, মই কবিতা বাক ফোন কৰি আছো।
এবাৰ পিপিটি শেয়াৰ স্ক্ৰিন কৰাচোন। জাস্ট 1 second।
ঠিক আছে।
তোমাৰ পৰা কৰাচোন।
কি কয় বীরেন্দ্র দা?
শেয়াৰ স্ক্ৰিন কৰি দিয়কচোন। পিপিটিটো, ছাৰৰ পিপিটিটো। জাস্ট মই ষ্টপ শেয়াৰ কৰিছো।
আচ্ছা, মই পিপিটিটো লৈ লওঁ।
জাস্ট a second।
এতিয়া থাকিম না অলপ পিছত আহিম নেকি? দত্ত
স্যার আপুনি অলপ ৰিলেক্স হৈ আহিব পাৰে। 50 মিনিট
অলপ পিছত আমাৰ আৰু 5:50 মিনিট আহি যাওঁ নেকি?
হয়, ঠিক আছে।
15 মিনিট পিছত আহি যাওঁ।
5:50
এইটো মই লিভ কৰো নেকি?
কৰিব স্যাৰ।
স্যার লিভ কৰিব নালাগে নেকি? বীরেন্দ্র দা কি কয়, লিভ কৰিব?
স্যার ডাটা লিমিটেশন আছে নেকি স্যার আপোনাৰ?
আপোনাৰ জিঅ'টো এইটো আছে, সেইটো আছে, এটা লিমিটেশন নাই। চলিবতো ন?
চলিব স্যার। কিমান জিবি আছে স্যার পার ডে? এনে
কি কৈছে?
পার ডে লিমিট স্যার কিমান থাকে স্যার? এনে 1.5 নেকি স্যার? এইটো
1.5 আছে।
1.5
থাকিব নে?
থাকিব স্যার, থাকি যাব। আপুনি স্যার এটা কাম কৰক, আপোনাৰ মই হেৰিটো কৰি দিছো। আপুনি ভিডিঅ'টো অফ কৰি দিয়ক।
অফ কৰি দিয়ক।
ভিডিঅ' অফ কৰি দিয়ক আৰু মিউট কৰি দিয়ক, তেতিয়া ডাটা কনজাম্পশনটো কমি যাব। মই মিউটটো ইয়াৰ পৰা কৰি দিছো স্যাৰ আপোনাক। এতিয়া ভাল হ'ব স্যাৰ। এতিয়া আপুনি আহিব পাৰে স্যাৰ দেৰিকে। Amit, please share the screen.
হয়, কৰি আছো। পাইছে বিনন্দ দা? হেল্ল',
Yes, আহিছে আহিছে।
আহিছে?
তোমাৰ পৰাই কৰিবা প্ৰথম হা।
আচ্ছা,
তোমাৰ পৰা প্ৰথম কৰিবা, তাৰপিছত যদি অসুবিধা হ'লে আমি টেক আপ কৰি ল'ম দেই।
নেক্সট হৈ আছে ন?
নেক্সট কৰাচোন, নেক্সট।
কৰি আছে, গৈ আছে।
নাই হোৱা।
অহা নাই নেকি?
নাই নাই, নেক্সট নাই হোৱা।
এতিয়া ফাৰ্ষ্ট স্ক্ৰীনত আছে।
সেকেন্ড স্ক্ৰীন কৰক, নেক্সট স্ক্ৰীন কৰক।
মেডিকেল টুৰিজম ইন্ট্ৰডাকশন।
এইটো আহিছে নেক্সট।
মেডিকেল টুৰিজম কনসেপ্ট।
নাই নাই নাই, নেক্সট।
আহিছে নে? নাই।
নেক্সট পেজ অহা নাই। দুপজ্যোতিষ টকাৰ আহিছে নেকি এনে নেক্সট পেজ? মোৰ ইয়াতে শো কৰা নাই।
বুঝলি?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
স্ক্রিনটা চেক করো তো, তোমার সেকেন্ড স্ক্রিনটা আসতেছে, মানে আমি স্ক্রিন শেয়ার করছি।
না আসে নাই।
ঠিক আছে অমিত, now I am doing, you just check, okay?
ওকে,
You just stop, I'll just stop your screen.
ওকে, আই এম স্টপিং।
Now I'll share and you just check. I'll just stop this.
ওকে,
Please don't accept participants, please now. I say next. Amit,
আহিছে।
third I say.
আহিছে।
Then more part of the sharing. ঠিক আছে?
আপনার পার্টত প্রবলেম হয়, আপনি কইলে হেই কইলে।
মানে ইয়াৰ নেটৱৰ্কটো ষ্ট্ৰং আছে, মানে হাই ডেফিনিশনত চলি আছে তো।
এটাই।
এইটো। Okay. So you can accept
স্টার্টিং টু আপনি
হা?
স্টার্টিং টু আপনি কৰক, শেয়ারিং টু যদি পিছত কিবা প্ৰবলেম হয় আমি টেক ওভাৰ কৰিম।
ঠিক আছে হ'ব। আৰু অমিত, ওৱান থিং, মানে আমাৰ যাক আনমিউট কৰিব লাগে, সেইখিনিত আছে নামখিনি নহয় জানো?
আপনি ইয়াতে আহি আছে।
উম।
আস্ক টু আনমিউট।
আৰু
এইটো মিউট
বাবা জোর জবরদস্তি পাঠাইছে আর ওই নিয়ে কিনে জামাই দিতে ওরা তো আমার কেউ কিছু করে নাই নিয়ে কিনে দিতে
ঠিক আছে সেইবিলাক নাম বিচাৰ আছে মই ছাৰক চেক কৰি লওঁ মেডামৰ কাপেৰি কবিতা বৰা মেডাম মেডাম কেন ইউ হিয়াৰ মি মেম আনমিউট কৰি লওক এবাৰ মেম শুনিছে না মোৰ চাউণ্ডটো হেল্ল' মেম হয় মেম ভিডিঅ'টো অন কৰি লওক মেম য়েছ হয় অলপ পোহৰটো কমিছে বাৰু হ'ব তথাপিতো ঠিক আছে মেম
বেছি পোহৰ কম পাইছে নি
পোহৰটো অলপ হ'লে ভাল আছিলে বেয়া নাছিলে
Yes, ma'am.
Sabrina Lingdo, ma'am, can you hear me? Sabrina Lingdo, ma'am. Madam, please unmute yourself. Sabrina Lingdo, ma'am. Sabrina Lingdo, ma'am. Please unmute yourself, ma'am. Madam, please unmute yourself. There is a left side button to unmute yourself in Zoom application. Chandan Nath, sir. Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Saeed Sajidul Islam, sir. Dr. Saeed Sajidul Islam, sir. Sir,
Yes,
can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Yes, I
sir.
can. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, Sabrina Lingdo, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am, now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Amit, Amit, are you hearing me? Bonani Sekia, madam. Bonani Sekia, madam. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello, principal sir. Hello. Hello, principal sir.
Amit.
Hello, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir.
Amit.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, sir is joining. Yeah, just give 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
অলপ পিছত হৈ যাব অলপ ৰবা দেই অমিত
Hi, Virendra. Hi.
পারমিশন বিচাৰি আছে শেয়ার স্ক্রিনৰ কাৰণে এটো একসেপ্ট নকৰিব হা এটো মই ডিক্লাইন কৰিব এনেকে বিচাৰে
Hello.
Sir, is it audible now?
Yes, now I am hearing.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It is
sir.
clear.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, we are also making co-host, sir, to you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. So, Amit, I think we can start now.
Yes, we can start. Sir, can we start now?
Yes.
Okay.
Kavita Bora, ma'am, please.
Kavita ma'am, please you may start.
Good evening, everyone. Hope all of you are in good health. আজি আমি সকলোৱে COVID-19 বা কৰোনাৰ বিষয়ে অৱগত। ইয়াৰ ভয়াৱহ পৰিস্থিতিয়ে গোটেই পৃথিৱীতে আজি প্ৰভাৱ পেলাইছে। এনে নহয় যে কেৱল এটা দিশতে ইয়াৰ প্ৰভাৱ পৰিছে। স্বাস্থ্যৰ পৰা আদি কৰি অৰ্থনৈতিক দিশলৈকে প্ৰভাৱ পেলোৱাৰ লগতে পৰ্যটন বিভাগতো যথেষ্ট পৰিমাণে প্ৰভাৱ পেলাইছে। আমি সকলোৱে জানো অসমত পৰ্যটন দিশটোত যোৱা কেইবাটাও বছৰ ধৰি বহুখিনি যোগাত্মক প্ৰভাৱ পৰা দেখা গৈছে। কিন্তু কৰোনাৰ পিছৰে পৰা সমগ্ৰ পৰ্যটন বিভাগটোৱে যেন আজি স্থবিৰ হৈ গ'ল। গতিকে আমি সকলোৱে কিদৰে এই বিভাগটোক পুনৰ্জীৱিত কৰিব পাৰোঁ, কি দিশত আমি কেনেদৰে কাম কৰিব লাগিব, এই সকলোবোৰ সাঙুৰিয়ে আজিৰ আমাৰ অনুষ্ঠানটিৰ বিষয়বস্তু। উক্ত বিষয়বস্তুটো ব্যাখ্যা কৰিবলৈ আমাৰ মাজত আছে ভট্টদেৱ বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ৰ পৰ্যটন বিভাগৰ সন্মানীয় অধ্যাপক ডক্টৰ সত্যজিৎ দাস ছাৰ, বিশিষ্ট এণ্টাৰপ্ৰিনিয়ৰ সন্মানীয় শ্ৰীযুত চন্দন নাথ ছাৰ, অসম ডাউনটাউন ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ পৰ্যটন বিভাগৰ প্ৰবক্তা শ্ৰীমতী বনানী শইকীয়া বাইদেউ আৰু ডক্টৰ ছাইদ সাজিদুল ইছলাম ছাৰ, IITTMৰ পৰা টিচিং কাম প্ৰজেক্ট এছ'চিয়েট মিছ সাবৰিনা লিংডো, লগতে এই ৱেবিনাৰখন সফল কৰিবলৈ আমাৰ লগত আছে আমাৰ কলিয়াবৰ মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ সন্মানীয় অধ্যক্ষ ডক্টৰ হিৰণ্য কুমাৰ চলিহা ছাৰ। সকলোকে আমাৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানলৈ আদৰণি জনাই পৰৱৰ্তী কাৰ্যসূচীলৈ আগবাঢ়ো। প্ৰথমে অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয়ক সন্মান জনাই আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানটিৰ আৰম্ভণিতে তেখেতৰ বক্তব্য দাঙি ধৰি অনুষ্ঠানটি আগবঢ়াই নিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনালো।
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Virender.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Thank you, Virender. Thank you, Kobita. Let me start in English because there is some Sabrina from Meghalaya. She may be finding difficult to follow Assamese. So let us start with English. It is bilingual, Assamese and English both. Good afternoon to everybody. We are very pioneer in tourism sector, Kaliabor College. It is a graded college in Assam, Nagaon. And we have started in 2009, travel and tourism. And BVOC in travel and service industry in 2015. As you know, the tourism sector is the most affected sector among most of the sectors by COVID. So how to revive it? And what will be people which are connected with tourism sector? What will be their future? That is a very matter of concern. Even we are the institution, we are providing studies or courses in tourism. We are also in dilemma, what to do, what not to do. In this time, our Kobita, she came forward to host some, to organize some webinar on this matter, especially the medical tourism. And she contacted with Dr. Satyajit Das, teacher of Bhattadev University, Bajali, to speak on this matter. And last day, yesterday itself, I thought that this webinar will be much more effective and meaningful if we can join some other resource person also. And I immediately contacted our guest faculty, Sandan Nath. He is has a long experience in this field and is a real entrepreneur in tourism sector, having 15 years experience in this field. So I immediately contacted him. I also contacted with Sabrina Lindo of, he visited our college of IITTM, Singlong. She's in charge of IITTM. And I also recently contacted Dr. Sajidul Islam, who is associate professor of the Assam Downtown University, Hospitality and Tourism sector. I also contacted Banani Shaikia. She has lots 10 years experience in ICT and TAS, Welcome Group, etc. And now she is assistant professor at Assam Downtown University in Hospitality and Tourism Management. So I think this webinar and this introduction and this deliberations will be very fruitful to all of us. We looking forward. So we think that somehow this COVID situation will be improved and we can restart our tourism and other industry day-to-day businesses very well. So I welcome you all. Already we have 200 more participants. How much join I cannot see at this moment, but 141 have now in line. So already registered to more than 200. Maybe somebody will join later on. So with this, I welcome you all and hope that this webinar will be much more interesting and meaningful to all of us. Thank you.
Please. Hello, Kavita ma'am. Yes.
I would like to welcome Mr. Satyajit Dasar from Bhattadev University, Bajali, to discuss our topic.
Okay, sir.
Can you audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Can you audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, Amit. Dot talk.
Yes. Yes.
Can I
Yes,
audible
yes,
to all of
you are
you?
audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Can I
sir, you are
audible?
audible.
Yeah. Can I proceed now?
Yes, sir, you
Can
may
I proceed?
Yes, sir, you may
Yes, sir.
proceed. Yes, sir.
You can.
Yeah. This yeah. This show my the presentation slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, can I proceed now?
Yes, sir. You can proceed.
Yes, sir, you may proceed. Yes, sir, it is you.
Can I proceed? Can
Yes,
I
sir.
proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
first of all, good evening to all of you and respected Professor Dr. Hirna Kumar Salia sir, Principal, Kaliabor College, and my student and the lecturer of the Department of Tourism and Service Industry, Kaliabor College, Ms. Kavita Bora, and also the Amit Datta from Department of Computer Science from Kaliabor College, and also the Dr. Birendra Pal, librarian of Kaliabor College, and all the dignitaries and expert or specialist of tourism coming from or attending this webinar from various front of this country, and also my dear beloved students. That's a very large number of them. They have now attended this webinar. As I told you that this topic is very, as the Professor Sir, Hirana Solia sir said that the topic is very strong one and very popular one and very effective if it will be implemented and it will be materialized in a well manner for reviving the tourism sector in post-COVID-19 pandemic scenario in Assam. As I told you that I am not expert in this regard because I am not expert in this medical tourism sector. I especially deal with the especially in cultural and heritage tourism and ethnic and folklore based tourism in Assam. My research are also going on in this sector. This is called the ethnic or folklore tourism, and I have always dealt with this cultural and heritage tourism. But the topic is very good one, very bold one, very strong one in this present context. It is a very strong relevance, but I am not the expert, as I have told you that I have just thrown some light. I have thrown some light on this issue that is called medical tourism, and as Kavita has given me the very important responsibility to say something about the medical tourism in front of you. So you are all the expert, and you have to judge it that how can this medical tourism will be very effective and fruitful for reviving tourism sector in the post-COVID-19 pandemic in Assam. And I hope that the many students from all over not India actually, all over the Northeast have also participated in or attended this webinar. According to Kavita, Kavita told yesterday that they have always learned in vernacular medium, and they are wanted to listen this talk from with both in English and Assamese medium. So I am trying to deliver this all these things, all talk in both English and Assamese language. I'm just trying. So স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন আৰু স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনেই হৈছে যে অসমৰ পৰ্যটন খণ্ডক উত্থান কৰাৰ কাৰণে পৰ্যটন খণ্ডক যে আমাৰ বৰ্তমান চলি থকা যি অতিমাৰী যি COVID-19 বা COVID-19 যিটো আমাৰ যিটো অতিমাৰী পেণ্ডেমিক মানে অতিমাৰীৰ যিটো চলি আছে সেই চলি থকাৰ ফলত আমাৰ পৰ্যটন ক্ষেত্ৰৰ যিটো বিধ্বস্ত হৈ পৰিছে বা আমাৰ যিটো পৰ্যটন ক্ষেত্ৰৰ যিটো আমাৰ ক্ষতি হৈছে সেই ক্ষতি বা বিধ্বস্ত পৰ্যটন ক্ষেত্ৰখনক আমি কেনেকে উত্থান কৰিব পাৰোঁ পুনৰুত্থান কৰিব পাৰোঁ তাৰ আমি স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনক আমি এক অস্ত্ৰ বা এক ব্যৱস্থা হিচাপে আমি ল'ব পাৰোঁ নেকি তাৰ বাবে আমি চেষ্টা কৰিছোঁ সেইকাৰণে at first I have expressed my deep sense of gratitude to Kavita and Amit, Dr. Virendra Pal, and also to Professor Dr. Hirendra Solia sir to give me this pivotal role actually to deliver something or some highlight about this. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. I just told you that is medical tourism and introduction is medical tourism is conceptually and it's grassroots level definition about medical tourism. Swasthya porjotonor ekebare maulik jitu সংজ্ঞা এই মৌলিক সংজ্ঞা হৈছে যে medical tourism can be defined as the process of traveling outside the country of residence for the purpose of receiving medical care. Medical tourism can be defined as the process of traveling outside the country of residence for the purpose of receiving medical care, for receiving medical facilities, medical care, or health-related problems. The travelers or any maybe the tourists maybe go outside for receiving the medical care. This is a very basic level definition of medical tourism. স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন মানে হৈছে the মৌলিক ইয়াৰ প্ৰথম কথাটো হৈছে যে যেতিয়া মানুহে বা কোনো যাত্ৰীয়ে বা কোনো পৰ্যটকে হওক যেতিয়া কোনো স্বাস্থ্য সম্পৰ্কীয় বা স্বাস্থ্যজনিত কোনো কথাৰ যেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে বা স্বাস্থ্য যিটো সেৱাৰ যেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে লাভ কৰিবলৈ নিজৰ থকা ঠাইৰ পৰা অন এখন ঠাইলৈ বা অন এখন দেশলৈ তেওঁলোকে যাত্ৰা কৰে বা তেওঁলোকে যায় তেতিয়া তাক কি কোৱা হয় মেডিকেল টুৰিজম বুলি কোৱা হয় next is the growth in popularity of medical tourism can capture Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible. Sir.
Yeah.
It is audible, sir.
So the growth in the popularity of medical tourism has captured the attention of policymakers, researchers, and media. And originally, the term referred to the travel of patients from less developed countries to developed nations in pursuit of the treatments not available in their homeland. Actually, I also call in Assamese that is ইয়াৰ যিটো medical বা স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনৰ জনপ্ৰিয়তা বাঢ়িবলৈ ধৰিলে বা বৃদ্ধি পাবলৈ ধৰিলে ইয়াৰ যিটো ধাৰণা এই ধাৰণা সম্পৰ্কে অধিক সচেতন হ'ল সেইসকল যিসকল পলিচি মেকাৰ্ছ যিবিলাকে আঁচনি কৰে বা আঁচনি কৰ্তাসকল গৱেষকসকল আৰু বিশেষকে মিডিয়া যোনে তোমাৰ মাধ্যম সামাজিক মাধ্যমেই হওক বা ইলেক্ট্ৰনিক মাধ্যমেই হওক বা প্ৰিণ্ট মিডিয়াই হওক সকলোখিনি ইয়াৰ এটেনশ্যনটো ড্ৰ কৰিব বিচাৰিছিলে বা বিচাৰিছে. Originally, the term referred to travel of patients from less developed countries to developed nations in pursuit of the treatments not available in their homeland. The most important thing is that the basic concept is that originally the term referred to the travel of patients from less developed countries to developed nations. As basically, the patients who are travel from less developed countries to the developed nation. কম উন্নত দেশৰ পৰা বা উন্নয়নশীল দেশৰ পৰা উন্নত দেশলৈ যিসকল ট্ৰেভেলাৰ বা যিসকল ৰোগী বা যিসকল ৰোগীয়ে বা যিসকল যাত্ৰীয়ে চিকিৎসা সেৱা লাভ কৰিবলৈ অন্য এখন উন্নত ৰাষ্ট্ৰলৈ তেওঁলোকে যাত্ৰা কৰে যিবিলাক চিকিৎসা সেৱা যিবিলাক চিকিৎসাজনিত তেওঁলোকৰ কাৰণ বা ৰোগ সেইবিলাক তেওঁলোকৰ নিজৰ হোমলেণ্ডত নিজৰ মাতৃভূমিত তেওঁলোকৰ সেইবিলাক উপলব্ধি নহয় কাৰণে তেওঁলোকে এইটো কি কৰে কম উন্নত দেশৰ পৰাই আচলতে বেছি উন্নত দেশৰ মেডিকেল ফেচিলিটিজ বিলাক এভেইল কৰিবৰ কাৰণে to avail the medical facilities of the developed nations, the patients or the travelers from less developed countries, they travel to the most developed countries to avail their medical facilities, which are not available in their homeland. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Medical tourism, I just, no, number second, yeah. No, second slide. Yeah, medical tourism concept and definition. Concept and definition, this is the definition of this Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, this medical tourism refers to people traveling abroad to obtain medical treatment. In the past, I have already told you that in the past, the term usually referred to those who travel from less developed countries to major medical centers in highly developed countries for treatment unavailable at home. Just like this, less developed countries like this India and the third world countries, they have wanted to go into the most developed countries like United States of America, United Kingdom, and it's all European countries, Australia, New Zealand, and also Russia for attaining their medical facilities and medical services to supporting these definitions. In the past, okay. However, in recent years, it may equally refer to those from developed countries who travel to developing countries for lower price medical treatments. It is seen that there is a shift that in previously the less developed countries patients go to the developed nations. Now, because of the lower price medical treatments, because the avail the lower price medical treatments, the patients from developed countries who visited the developing countries or less developed countries for avail or using the medical facilities and treatments, they have traveled to the less developed countries because of the lower price medical treatments. Because this is a shift because of the this definition has been shifted from the previous definition. The motivation may also be for the medical services unavailable or non-licensed in the home country. In various countries, there are some of the special medical cares or medical services are not available, so or not licensed in this home country. They are not authorized. So the motivation may be also contributed to the travelers or patients to visit the less developed countries or less developed countries for avail medical services or facilities. Medical tourism, and medical tourism most often is for surgeries, cosmetics, or otherwise or similar treatments. Though people also travel for dental tourism or fertility tourism. Some other term or terminology that is dental tourism for the dentistry purposes or fertility tourism for the gynecological purposes. This travel has been attained most popularity in the European countries or in the Western countries. People with rare conditions may travel to countries where the treatment is better understood. Where treatment is better understood means where treatment is very available in a lower price, very safety, no risk, and quality treatments are provided. And that type of countries maybe gain popularity for the medical tourists for the other countries. However, almost all types of healthcare are available, including psychiatry, alternative medicine, convalescence care, and even burial services. These are the services that have the healthcare also available with these services. Next slide, please. A view of the World Health Organization. World Health Organization, the WHO, according to the World Health Organization, বিশ্ব স্বাস্থ্য সংস্থাৰ মতে যে medical tourism there is not a very preferred definition of medical tourism, because there is not a preferred definition of medical tourism, but who opine that the medical tourists elect to travel across international borders to receive some form of medical treatment. And treatments may span the full range of medical services, and most commonly the dental care, cosmetic surgery, elective surgery, and fertility treatment, according to Organization for Economic and Economic Cooperation and Development 2010. That treatments may span the medical services, most commonly the dental care. Dental care is the most prominent one, and cosmetic surgery is the most prominent one. Elective surgery and fertility treatment is the most prominent one, who have chosen by the medical tourists for other countries who visited the developed countries or less developed countries where these treatments, where these medical facilities and services are available, but who have not prominently defined the medical tourism or medical tourism. বিশ্ব স্বাস্থ্য সংস্থাই কোনো ধৰণৰ মেডিকেল বা স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন সম্পৰ্কে কোনো ধৰণৰ এটা মূল বা কোনো ধৰণৰ এটা প্ৰকৃত সংজ্ঞা তেওঁলোকে আৰোপ কৰা নাই, আৰু সেইকাৰণে তেওঁলোকে বিশেষকে যিসকল টুৰিষ্টে, যিসকল পৰ্যটকে বা যিসকল স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটকে তেওঁলোকৰ বৰ্ডাৰ বা সীমান্ত পাৰ হৈ বেলেগ দেশ ভ্ৰমণ কৰে মেডিকেল ট্ৰিটমেণ্টৰ কাৰণে স্বাস্থ্যজনিত চিকিৎসাৰ সেৱাৰ কাৰণে বা স্বাস্থ্য সেৱাৰ কাৰণে সেই সকলকে আচলতে মেডিকেল টুৰিজম এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াটোক মেডিকেল পৰ্যটন বুলি ৱৰ্ল্ড হেল্থ অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনে কৈছে নেক্সট স্লাইড প্লিজ The main drivers of medical tourism, actually main drivers of medical tourism, কি কারণে medical tourism বা স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন হয় most advanced technology উন্নত প্ৰযুক্তি better quality care যিবিলাক আমাৰ সেৱা বা যিবিলাক আমাৰ কেয়াৰ লোৱা হয় তাৰ গুণগত সেৱা আছে এই গুণগত সেৱাবিলাক মেডিকেলি নেসেসারি প্ৰচিডিউৰছ বিলাক প্ৰক্ৰিয়া আছে সেইবিলাক উপযুক্ত হয় কুইকাৰ এক্সেছ ফৰ মেডিকেলি নেসেসারি প্ৰচিডিউৰছ এক্সেছ টু আটাইতকৈ ডাঙৰ কথা কেনেকে এজন স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটকে how can they have access with them some medically necessary procedures in the other countries it is a very most important and prominent point and lower cost are care more medically necessary procedures are most important and lower cost care discretionary procedures are most important these are the main drivers of medical tourism অর্থাৎ উন্নত প্ৰযুক্তি তাৰ পিছত উন্নত সেৱা আর উন্নত ধৰণৰ যাযোগাৰ বা স্বাস্থ্য সেৱাৰ যিবিলাক বিধি আছে সেই বিধিবিলাক অতি সুন্দৰভাৱে তেওঁলোকে উপলব্ধ হ'ব পৰাকৈ পাব লাগিব আৰু লোৱাৰ কষ্ট মানে নিম্ন ব্যয় হ'ব লাগিব তাৰ মূল্য কম হ'ব লাগিব এইবিলাকে হৈছে মেইন ড্ৰাইভাৰ্ছ অফ মেডিকেল টুৰিজম নেক্সট স্লাইড প্লিজ Factors affecting medical tourism. There are a lot of factors. We have already told you that the medical travel include the high cost of healthcare, long wait times for certain procedures, the ease of affordability of international travel, and improvements in both technology and standards of care in many countries. So the factors, the factors who have led to the increasing popularity of medical travel include the high cost of healthcare. In all nations, the cost is very high for healthcare. Long waiting times for medical for avail the medical procedures or for the medical facilities and the ease of affordability of international travel the communication and communication transportation is very developed now and so the services are very suitable for the tourists and so they have chosen the medical tourism destination for other countries to avail the recent up-to-date technology in medicine or medical sciences and standards of care in many countries. The avoidance of waiting times is the leading factor of the more medical tourism from the UK, whereas in the US the main reason is the cheaper prices abroad. United Kingdoms in England, why the England's medical tourists choose other destinations? That is the main leading factor for medical tourism. That is called avoidance of waiting times. Waiting time is more and more in England or in United Kingdom because the patient is waiting for enough time for avail the medical procedures or medical treatment and whereas in the United States of America the main reason is the cheaper prices abroad and abroad United States the cost is very high and they have choose or they have wanted to visit other places because of the lower cost prices. Furthermore, death rates even in the developed countries differ extremely. Versus other leading countries, including the US. Many surgical procedures performed in medical tourism destinations cost a fraction of the price day to day in the other countries. Surgical procedures performed in medical tourism is cost a fraction of the price they do in the other countries. Surgical procedures. There are always surgical procedures is a prominent aspect in a medical tourism destination, and it costs a fraction of the price they do in the other countries. How can that fraction? For example, in the United States of America, a liver transplant that may cost $3 lakh United States would generally cost about only 91,000 United States in Taiwan. So they have always choose the destination of Taiwan, that is medical tourism destination, because of the lower cost for the surgery. That is called the surgical procedures. A large draw to medical travel is convenience and speed. A large draw to medical travel is convenience and speed. গতিকে মেডিকেল এইবিলাক ফেক্টৰ এইবিলাক উপাদানে কি কৰে মেডিকেল টুৰিজমক কি কৰে প্ৰভাৱান্বিত কৰে আৰু সেই কাৰণে স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনে আচলতে কিছুমান ঠাইত বহুখিনি সময় ৰখিবলগীয়া হয় মেডিকেলৰ স্বাস্থ্যৰ কাৰণে বা চিকিৎসাৰ কাৰণে আৰু কিছুমান ঠাইত চিকিৎসা ব্যয় বহুত কম হোৱাৰ কাৰণেও স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটকসকলে সেইসমূহ ঠাই বা সেইসমূহ দেশ তেওঁলোকে ভ্ৰমণ কৰিবলৈ বিচাৰে স্বাস্থ্য সেৱাখিনি ল'বলৈ। আৰু তাৰপিছত আৰু এটা কথা আছে যে কিছুমান ঠাইত বহুত ধৰণৰ মানে তেওঁলোকৰ যিটো কষ্ট, তেওঁলোকৰ যিটো ব্যয়, তেওঁলোকৰ সেইটো ব্যয়টো বেছি হোৱাৰ কাৰণেও তেওঁলোকে বেলেগ দেশত যিটো কম ব্যয়তে তেওঁলোকে সেই ধৰণৰ অপাৰেশ্যন বা সেই ধৰণৰ চিকিৎসা বা শল্য চিকিৎসাৰ যিবিলাক পদ্ধতি আছে সেইবিলাক তেওঁলোকে কি কৰে লাভ কৰিবলৈ তেওঁলোকে বেলেগ দেশ ভ্ৰমণ কৰে। লাৰ্জ মেডিকেল ট্ৰেভেল ইজ কনভিনিয়েন্স এণ্ড স্পীড। আৰু আজিকালি মেডিকেল ট্ৰেভেল বিলাক কি হৈছে বহুত বিশ্বাসযোগ্য হৈছে আৰু স্পীডি হৈছে, মানে অতি মানে দ্ৰুত হৈছে। আজিকালি এটা আগৰ নিচিনা হৈ থকা নাই, যিহেতু যাতায়াত আৰু যোগাযোগ ব্যৱস্থাৰ অগ্ৰগতিয়ে এই ক্ষেত্ৰত বিশেষ ধৰণে যোগাইছে। নেক্সট স্লাইড প্লিজ। History of medical tourism. I do not go through properly our history of medical tourism in general view. Just one line I have to tell you that the first second itihas সম্পর্কে মই এবাৰ কৈছো, the first recorded instance of people traveling for medical treatment dates back thousands of years to when Greek pilgrims traveled from the eastern Mediterranean to a small area in Saracenic Gulf called Epidaurus. The territory was the sanctuary of the healing god Asclepius. These are the history that from the Greek civilization, the medical tourism that had happened in the Greek civilization also, and the Greek pilgrims traveled from the eastern Mediterranean to a small area in a Saracenic Gulf called Epidaurus. And always the basically the spa towns and sanatoria were very early forms of medical tourism. The spa towns and sanatoria in 18th century Europe peasants visit spa because they were places which supposedly help giving mineral waters, treating diseases from gout to liver disorders and bronchitis. Bronchial diseases বিলাক liver or যকৃতৰ বেমাৰ বিলাক taking or mineral এইবিলাকৰ কাৰণে চিকিৎসাৰ কাৰণে তেওঁলোকে কি কৰিছিলে স্বাস্থ্য সম্পৰ্ক বা স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন কৰিছিলে। আৰু সেই কাৰণে তেওঁলোকে এইখন স্পা টাউন বা চেনিটৰিয়া বিলাক আৰ্লিয়েষ্ট ফৰ্ম অফ মেডিকেল টুৰিজম বুলি স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনৰ একেবাৰে প্ৰাচীনতম কিছুমান ৰূপ। What really put the word tourism in medical tourism concept is that often the people often stay in the foreign country after the medical procedure. Travelers can take sense advantage of their visit by sightseeing, taking day trips, or participating in any other traditional tourism activities. In from the ancient age, the travelers can thus take advantage of their visit by sightseeing, taking their trips, or participating in any other traditional tourism activities. Medical tourism is not only the purpose of avail or getting the facilities of the medical treatment or medical services, but simultaneously or parallelly they have visited the different places, or they have guided the different tours or local tours for showcasing the traditional culture and ethnic treasures of that countries. Please, next slide, please. Medical care tourism treatment types and healthcare accreditation. And accreditation is the most important. Some international healthcare accreditation is a process of certifying the level of quality of healthcare providers and program across multiple countries. International healthcare accreditation, যিটো এটা মানে এটা কৰ্তৃত্ব বা এটা কৰ্তৃত্বশীল সংস্থা, এই সংস্থাটোৱে কিছুমান মেডিকেল হস্পিটালে হওক বা কিছুমান চাৰ্ভিচেই হওক, মেডিকেল ট্ৰান্সপৰ্ট চাৰ্ভিচ, এম্বুলেটৰী চাৰ্ভিচ এইবিলাক হওক বা প্ৰাইমেৰী কেয়াৰ চেণ্টাৰ বিলাকক কি কৰে অথৰাইজ কৰে, আৰু সেই এটা গুণগত মানদণ্ডৰে তেওঁলোকক কি কৰে কৰ্তৃত্ব প্ৰদান কৰে। যেনেকে USA America, the accreditation group is Joint Commission International, was formed in 1994 to provide international clients education on consultation. Many international hospitals today see obtaining international accreditation as a way to attract American patients. The Joint Commission International was formed in 1994 to provide international clients education consulting services. They are the authorizing body. This is called the International Healthcare Accreditation. And the other thing is this, that the treatment types, I have skipping these treatment types. These categories of different treatments and their availability also represent an important factor in decision to engage in medical tourism. The most common types of procedure that patients pursue during medical tourism trips are elective cosmetic surgery. These are the treatments, these are the medical treatments that have pursued by the patients from the other nation or medical tourists. This is called elective cosmetic surgery, dentistry, organ transplantation, cardiac surgery, and orthopedic surgery. Next slide, please. So now I come to the point is that already I have told you that all of this medical, the basic conceptual framework of medical tourism that possibly all of you have known that basic conceptual framework, but I have thrown just some light about this basic conceptual framework of medical tourism. But now I come to the point that this today's burning issues, this is called the impact of COVID-19 pandemic travel. A general observation. Travel restriction is the most important and most prominent one when this global pandemic was outbreak in the entire world. There has been some travel restrictions in the entire world in terms of the transportation restrictions, the traveling restrictions, and also the tourism and travel sectors have been totally stalled by these travel restrictions for every countries of the world. So it is a very negative sign about the travel and tourism industry and hospitality sectors because of this outbreak of this COVID-19 pandemic. And also the imposed quarantines, entry bans, and other restrictions for citizens of recent travelers. Recent travelers, they always travel to the other countries, tourists or local travel countries. Generally, the quarantines, entry bans of the different countries will seal the borders, and all these restrictions, they are they have impact on this suitable or fruitful or smooth functioning of the tourism activities in the entire world. Global restriction for traveling overseas. The main reason is that the global restriction for traveling overseas. Why this pandemic? Why this restriction? Because of most of the citizens, they have the government of most of the countries, they have thought that because they have this if the patients or if the tourists are coming from the other countries, they have carried this viral diseases called COVID-19 or the coronavirus to the own countries or third countries. They have imposed restrictions on their travelers from the other countries, and these have influenced largely on the traveling and tourism sectors in the entire world. And most of this country, that is called one of the data source of United Nations, World Tourism Organization for Global International Tourist Arrivals. The data tourism, that is according to the data source of United Nations World Tourism Organization, it is estimated that global international tourist arrivals might decrease by 20 to 30% in 2020, leading to a potential loss of 30.5 billion US dollar. The potential of 30.5 billion US dollar is space lost because of this outbreak of this global COVID-19 pandemic, and the data source have United Nations World Tourism Organization have said closures of all tourist attraction places, museums, amusement parks, and sports venues. So all tourism activities are all are closed, all are stalled, and the attraction places, museums, amusement parks, and sports venue are totally closed. There is no way to initiate to start the tourism or tourism and travel business in any countries of the world. Negative economic and social impact on the travel sector. Economy is downfall, and socially there are several senses of this has coming out in economic and socio-economic and socio-cultural issues. They have the behavior of the social behavior of the community, social behavior or cultural behavior of the people have been sensed due to the various restrictions or various rules and regulations. There are various rules and regulations, strict rules and regulations of the government of their own concerned country. Decline of business travel, international conferencing, and supply of their virtual on their online equivalents. So business travels have been totally lost. All the aircrafts have been, the international air transport has been totally closed. All the international domestic services have been totally closed. And so this have been much influenced on the downfall of the economy, downfall of the socio-economic issues, and also the tourism and travel and hospitality sectors. Thank you. Next slide, please. Next slides. Effects of COVID-19 pandemic on travel and tourism. As all of you know that the potential job loss of around 38 million, decline of hotel sector, demand for turbine fuel has been substantially declined. IFP estimation about loss of tourism and travel. International Air Transport Association. This is called sorry, not international. It is Indian Association of Tour Operators. Estimates that hotel, aviation, and travel sector together may suffer a loss of about 85 million, keeping in mind the travel restriction imposed on foreign tourists. Keeping on foreign tourists, it is a loss of about 85 million. This is called as hotel and aviation and travel sector together. This is called in India. India's outbound and inbound travel will witness an all-time low. Downfall of the restaurant industry, tourism and travel as a whole, threat to job loss of hotel and restaurant industry once the lockdown is lifted, loss of aviation industry in India. These are the effects of the global COVID-19 pandemic on travel and tourism in India. Next slide. Next slide, please. Medical tourism scenario in India and introduction. India may be the emerging hub for the medical tourism for last several decades, and so India's medical tourism industry could grow by the 200% by the 2020, hitting $9 billion according to Ministry of Tourism figures. As it tries to expand the industry, the country is trying to make it easier for people to come for medical reasons. And medical tourism, the growing sector of India, and the Indian medical tourism sector, the most prominent data of this in this case, that India's medical tourism were estimated to be worth $3 billion in 2017. 495,056 patients visited India and for medical to seek medical care. The top 10 source countries of the patients for India were Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Iraq, Maldives, Oman, Yemen, Uzbekistan, Kenya, Nigeria, and Tanzania, and also from Australia, Canada, Russia, United Kingdom, and United States of America. These are the source countries of the patients for medical tourism in India. Provision for tourism visa regime on February 29 to include the medical visas. To emerge the application and ease the travel process for medical tourists, the government has expanded like the e-tourism, electric tourism visa regime on February 29 to include the medical visas. The maximum duration of stay under the visa is 6 months. In India, some patients or some medical tourists have wanted to visit India for medical purposes or medical tourism purposes. They have benefited by these visas because they have authorized to stay here under this visa is 6 months. Maximum 6 months they have authorized to stay here in India. And also, as all of you know, that Chennai became the healthcare capital of India. And healthcare capital of India, there's Apollo hospitals and many other hospitals in Chennai. This is the popular and most prominent healthcare capital. It is actually called the medical tourism hub of India. It is called the Chennai, the Tamil Nadu capital. And the attraction of medical treatment in India. The most popular treatments in medical tourism in India, so for India, the medical tourists are alternative medicine, and it's called bone marrow transplant, cardiac surgery, cardiac bypass surgery, eye surgery, and hip replacement. Hip replacement, these are the most popular medical treatment in India. The most popular treatments of in India medical tourism were already mentioned. That is, we have already told you. Factors behind the tourist inflow in the health city of India, Chennai, because of quality of care, ease of travel, and language. Because all the factors, these are the factors basically supported the patients or supported the international medical tourists to getting the medical or receiving the medical facilities or for visiting the Chennai as a medical tourism destination of the whole world. And other factors are because of little no waiting period in this and facilities offered to the hospital in the city, and all other things that's language. Language is because in India this is official language, the English, and there is no problem for other countries people for talking or speaking English with for medical purposes. And ease of travel, already travel, and quality of care are the main factors behind for visiting the Chennai or choosing the Chennai as a medical tourism hub for other countries and also the India. Next slide, please. These are some photographs of prominent hospitals in India for medical tourism and their activities. And this is the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and this is a Max Super Specialty Hospital in New Delhi. And this is the one type of medical tourist. Medical tourist has been watching there is seashore sites of this outside the medical campus. And this is the inside of this medical operation theater. They have done some surgery for the medical tourist. Next thing. Tourism sector in the Assam and impact of COVID-19 global pandemic. Our পৰ্যটন ক্ষেত্ৰখন অসমৰ লগত কিয় কৰা হৈছে বা অসমৰ লগত আমাৰ এই পৰ্যটন ক্ষেত্ৰ সেইটো আটাইতকৈ ডাঙৰ কথা. It's the most prominent and important aspect and issues how the tourism sector of Assam, the devastated tourism sector of Assam due to the impact of COVID-19 global pandemic, how we can revive, how we can rejuvenate the devastated or downfall the tourism sector of Assam. That, as I have told you in the first of this talk session, that is we have chosen the medical tourism or the স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটন, medical tourism as one of the main instrument or tool for reviving this tourism sector in Assam in the post COVID-19 pandemic period. But an overview of this tourism sector in Assam, as we know, that the national tourism and its resources, existing and potential, cultural heritage tourism and resources, and folklore and ethnic tourism and resources and its potentiality. So national tourism, well, as all of you know, that this is called the national parks of Assam, the 5 national parks, including the World Heritage Sites, National World Heritage Sites, Kaziranga National Park, and the Manas National Park, and all other just called this other Dibru Soikla, Nameri and Urang National Parks, and all other areas, wildlife sanctuaries, reserve forests, and bird sanctuaries, and all the flora and fauna, the biodiversity are the main resources of this natural tourism or national tourism of Assam. Because one of the main concepts is that that is the tourism in Assam mainly related with the or mainly associated with the national tourism or the mainly based on this tourism site, basically the Kaziranga National Park, the World Heritage Site, and the Manas National Park. Their outstanding value is their outstanding universal value is the one-horned rhinoceros, or maybe in the tiger reserves of the Manas National Park, or maybe the feral horses of the Dibru Soikla National Park. And all these activities, tourism activities, the tourism services with the tour operators, travel agents, hotels, and the accommodations business, and the hotel and accommodation business, and there's food and beverages services, and the transport and communication services, which are based on this nature tourism in Assam. But little bit of campaigning has done by the Department of Tourism, Government of Assam. That was for the religious heritage sites, including Kamakhya Temple in Kamrup Metropolitan District, and also the Sri Surya Pahar Goalpara District, and also the modern Kamdev of the Kamrup Rural District, Hazo, the Panchatirtha of Kamrup Rural District, and Shivasagar Ahom Royal Heritages of Shivasagar District, and this also the software institution, University of Software Institution of Bajali and Borpeta, and also besides this, no proper campaigning and no such proper publicity regarding these cultural heritage tourism resources in Assam still now not happen. I have told you that from the field study we have known that no proper campaigning or no proper planning for any circuit development, cultural heritage tourism circuit development is materialized by the tourism department, government of Assam, or any non-organization sectors. So it is a very negative impact for Assam. And also, besides this, another specialty of the Assam tourism is the folklore and ethnic tourism resources. As all of you know, that there are different tribal communities, non-tribal communities living in different parts of the Assam, including plains and hills. They have the different folk traditions, ethnic treasures, the folklore materials, and these are not utilized from the point of view of tourism purposes, and no such campaigning or no such awareness among the people as well as the government tourism department in Assam. So this is an overview for the tourism sector in Assam, and impact. This impact is always related to this tourism sector, because COVID-19 impact on tourism sector in Assam is tremendous because of the loss of revenue of the state industry. According to the sources of Wikipedia, loss of revenue for the state tourism industry, according to the Wikipedia definition mote, Wikipedia source or mote, state tourism industry jitu loss hoise, the state tourism industry loss hoise, it loss hoise almost income loss is 60 crore, and also the around rupees 500 crore revenue from the state tourism industry has lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And the national lockdown, since 11 March 2020, the World Health Organization have declared COVID-19 as a pandemic, and also the national lockdown declaration given by the government of India in 24th March 2020. All the tourism industry or tourism sectors, travel tourism and hospitality sectors became stalled, and it is thought that the COVID-19 pandemic has infected entire world, and as a result, the entire lifestyle of the people, including socio-cultural and economic behavior, are forced to be changed. The tourism forced to be changed. So the tourism sector has been also impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. So poor infrastructural facilities. So poor infrastructural facilities are the main concern for pre-COVID-19, from the main concern for the Assam tourism and for the tourism sector in Assam. And as we know that from the point of view of tourism, that if infrastructure facilities are not developed, then how can this tourism sector is uplifted or achieve the up to the mark as it would be in comparison with the global tourism state. And in spite of these poor infrastructural facilities, during pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario, the increase of tourist inflow during pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario that has been increasing. This is a data is called 2017. 2017, it increases about 84,820 students, patients or tourists and international tourists visiting in Assam. In 2017, it increases to 84,820 in comparison to the 2016, 66,302. But it is so that the main attraction of the foreign tourist, was what? Main attraction of the foreign tourist was the base of this nature tourism sector in Assam. No other tourism sector, this is cultural heritage tourism sector, and it's called this folklore and ethnic tourism sector, or maybe you may be included there's a ecotourism or other wildlife tourism. But except nature or wildlife tourism, the other sector of tourism has been not up to the mark. And because of this factor, the tourist inflow may be high in a pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario, but infrastructural underdevelopment has retarded this inflow of tourists during little tourists, maybe in pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario, and also the post-COVID-19 pandemic scenario. So overall negative impact. Overall negative impact is all the overall negative impact means is all these closures, all these infrastructure underdevelopment, maybe in the pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario with the poor infrastructure facilities in Assam. But the negative effect is that if the infrastructure facilities are up to the mark, then the tourist inflow in the pre-COVID-19 pandemic scenario are also increasing, and the revenue may be saved. But now the revenue are very low. So next slide, please. Next slide. Present state of medical tourism in Assam. But medical tourism in case of medical tourism, this is called this data has been generated, and medical tourism is called according to the Indian Medical Tourism Journal analysis, the overall number of medical tourists an increase of more than double in these 3 years, while 2,33,918 in medical tourists went to India in 2015. 2,33,918, and this increased to 4,95,056 in 2016. So there is a slight increase, slight growth of this medical tourists in India, and this has also impacted upon this growth of the medical tourists in Assam also. Increase of medical tourists in India according to medical structure. Opportunities and prospects of medical tourism in India, in Assam. Opportunities and prospects. Because opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities and prospects of medical tourism in Assam, because in Guwahati, we have known that there are a lot of super specialty and multi-specialty health centers in private sectors, and also in the government sectors. There are several medical colleges, including Guwahati Medical College in Guwahati, Assam Medical College, and also Silchar Medical College, Silchar, and also the newly constructed is called the Bhattadev Medical College, Barpeta, Jorhat Medical College, Jorhat, and also the 3 medical colleges will be also constructed in Difu, North Lakhimpur, and Nalbari. And also in the private sectors, there are a lot of super specialty and multi-specialty hospitals and medical centers in Guwahati. There are the treatments. There are a lot of special treatments, medical care has been provided for the tourists, not only from the Assam and northeastern region, from the BBIN countries also, even Bangladesh, Bhutan, and this Nepal also. This region is main coverage for the medical tourism of Assam, because Guwahati is the main hub for medical tourists from the Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal. And role of contribution of national treasures and cultural heritage and promotion of medical tourism in Assam. Before that, factors of choosing Guwahati as a medical tourism destination by BBIN sub-region, because it is the climatic conditions, maybe the geographical climatic conditions will be maybe very suitable for choosing medical tourism destination here for the Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal, or also for, from the called Myanmar and African nations also. They have choose the medical tourism hub as a Guwahati as a medical tourism hub, and also low cost, quality care, and the affordable prices of the medical treatments and commodities, and all other things and all other aspects which are related with choosing the Guwahati as a medical tourism destination by these countries. And role and contribution, national treasures and cultural heritage promotion of the medical tourism in Assam. Role and contributions is a very good point. Is arise here. This role of contribution of natural resources, natural heritage, because medical tourists are not coming, are coming for the medical purposes, for avail medical services, medical facilities. But after the treatment or curing all these diseases, and they have also hesitated. They have wanted to visit the known places of the local of the localities of that state, of that countries, they have to visit by the different sites and different cultural heritage sites, which are natural sites, and they have guided by the different guide or the medical personalities, doctors, nurses, staffs, under compliances of some rules and strict rules and regulations for the medical tourists or patients purpose. Next slide, please. Next slide. These are some photographs of medical facilities, including next. Next slide. There's some photographs of medical facilities, including super and multi-specialty hospitals, healthcare centers in Guwahati. There are a lot of multi-specialty hospitals and super specialty hospitals like Narayana Hidayalaya, Hayat hospitals, GNRC, Apollo hospitals, name care hospitals, and this is called Apollo hospitals. And in public sectors, name care and public and government sectors, Guwahati Medical College are there. So these are the main facilities of the medical tourism, especially the super specialty, the multi-specialty hospitals and healthcare centers in Guwahati. Next slide, please. Solution and strategy for revival of tourism sector in post-COVID-19 pandemic scenario in Assam. Samadhan ki hobo, yar strategy ki hobo. Yar strategy to ki hobo. Ami ki dhৰণৰ strategy, ami ki dhৰণৰ কৌশল লম যে COVID-19 মহামাৰী বা অতিমাৰী যেতিয়া শেষ হ'ব, যেতিয়া ইয়াৰ পিছত ইয়াৰ পৰৱৰ্তী সময়ত আমি কি ধৰণৰ কৌশল লম, আমি কি ধৰণৰ আমি ইয়াৰ সমাধান সূত্ৰ উলিয়াম, আমি এতিয়া বিধ্বস্ত হৈ পৰা টুৰিজম চেক্টৰটো আমি সেইকাৰণে আমি ইয়াৰ এটা সলিউশন হৈছে। ইয়াৰ সলিউশন হৈছে, ইয়াৰ সমাধান হৈছে, solution is medical tourism is perceived as a solution for reviving tourism sector which has become totally devastated during the time of global COVID-19 pandemic. But the thing is that the possibility of advanced treatment for patients may attract the patients or medical tourists from the rest of the country and also the BBIN countries and abroad too. According to tourism policy government of India in 2007, they have also mentioned about the medical tourism because it is a rapidly growing healthcare sector that availed by the many more countries, including the African nations and the BBIN nations, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and also Myanmar. So this is the most important and thrust area for in Assam tourism or tourism and travel sector in Assam, and also maybe perceived as a instrument or tool for reviving this tourism sector in post-COVID-19 pandemic scenario in Assam. And medical tourism may be considered a solution for reviving a tourism sector in the Assam. In some effective strategies are implemented or taken up, and after that the action plans are implemented as well as materialized in a fruitful manner. Second, next please. Next please. The strategies and expansion. The strategies of more and more specialty hospitals are constructed. In Guwahati, there are a lot of the super specialty hospitals and multi-specialty hospitals and other health centers are available. But more and more super specialty hospitals are constructed not within the Guwahati, but also the other parts of the Assam also. And that definitely have uplifted and developed the infrastructural facilities regarding medical tourism, and it will be the key factor for the attraction of medical tourism from the rest of the country and abroad. Guwahati should be declared as a medical tourism hub, and Guwahati should be declared as a medical tourism hub for the Southeast Asian nations, for the BBIN countries, for other countries also. And cost of medical treatment must be lower. It is maybe lower cost treatment must be available for the patients or for the medical tourists. Diminishing the risk factor. A risk factor is maybe the most important prominent thing. Diminishing the risk factor is the most important strategy for medical tourism implementation. And availability of the medical and health related commodities in the market. Availability. অর্থাৎ মেডিকেল আৰু হেলথ ৰিলেটেড স্বাস্থ্য বা চিকিৎসাজনিত যিবিলাক কমোডিটি যিবিলাক দ্ৰব্য সম্ভাৰ আছে সেইবিলাক আমি বজাৰত আমি কি কৰিব লাগিব, উপলব্ধ কৰিব লাগিব। Maintenance of cleanliness and hygiene. Maintenance of cleanliness. It should be ensured that the clean and hygiene and pollution-free environment in the campus of the hospitals, not only in the private sector but also the government sectors. Coordination among the tourism department and health department. It is the most important and most prominent point, that is coordination among the tourism department and health department. The collaborative effort. It is the Department of Tourism, Government of Assam, and this Tourism Department of Government of Assam, and the concerned hospitals where the medical tourism are seeking some the treatment. All these stakeholders may be collaborated or coordinated because of the medical tourism purpose. Why this collaboration is necessary? Because of the after the treatment, after curing, after the treatment, the medical patients or medical tourists are always wanting to visit the different sites and places or localities, and they have been guided by the tourism department, by the sub-specific guide, and with the presence of the specialist doctor and also the nurses and medical staff with medical equipments or oxygen cylinder, etc., with some specific, within some compliance of specific rules and rules and regulations. And also wide publicity and advertisement. And advertisement and wide publicity of medical tourism through electronic and this print media, and also the tools that have been used for the publicity, these hoardings, this is called this purpose, this is called signboards, and these flexes are must be available in the public places or in the state capital or other parts of the state, in the prominent towns, and also in the national and international arena, and also in the social media, and also in the wide publicity and advertisement may be done through the holding or so organizing some meetings, conferences, and seminars for wide publicity of the medical tourism in Assam. Doctors should be well versed in recent up-to-date medical diagnostics and technologies. And doctors, there are most prominent doctors are available in a super specialty and multi-specialty hospitals in Guwahati, specifically in private sectors like Swagat Super Specialty Hospital in Guwahati, and this called this Healthcare Super Specialty Hospital, Hayat Hospital, and this called Name Care, or also the GNRC downtown. They are the medical expert and medical good doctors, but doctors should be well versed in recent up-to-date medical diagnostics and technologies, and they should be trained in the Western countries for avail the recent up-to-date technology and procedures of practices and treatment. Then it should be very fruitful for creating a medical tourism hub in Assam for the medical tourists for other parts of the country. Next, please. Next, please. Action plans and conclusion. Action plans, how can it be revived? How can it be rejuvenated? Then only one thing is promotion and development of medical tourism widely in Assam. Promotion and development. So promotion and development of medical tourism widely in Assam, and revenues will boost to reviving the diversity tourism sector in Assam. Revenues will be boosted because I have again and again repeatedly mentioned about the revenue. Revenue is the most important and important for this revival or for this rejuvenation of this diversity tourism sector. Because you have to think that the tourism sector, all these services and all these facilities, including this, as for example, the jeep safaris and this elephant safaris of the national parks remain closed due to this COVID-19 pandemic, and all the hotel sectors, hotel business, restaurants, food and beverage services, transportation, communication services are also become closed, become become facing loss because due to this outbreaks of the COVID-19 or national lockdown, and this revenue that revenue will be earned by promotion and development if the medical tourism will be promoted and developed in Assam. And so when medical tourism will be initiated in Assam in near future, then revenue will be automatically gear up and also contributed towards the upliftment and development of the tourism sector. Collaborative effort among the state tourism and health department, we have already stated about this collaborative effort. Guided local tour for medical tourists, guided local tour, and guided local tour for medical tourists has been done by some specific guide of the tourism department and medical doctors, with the presence of medical doctors, staff nurse, technicians, with the medical technology like this medical facilities like ambulance, like oxygen cylinders and other equipment must be available in that during local tours of the medical tourists. And development of infrastructural facilities of the potential cultural heritage and ethnic folklore tourism sites. Medical tourism may be attraction. Attraction of medical tourism is also always dependent on the development of infrastructure facilities of the potential cultural heritage and ethnic folklore tourism sites. because medical tourists have always wanted to visit the local sites and place spots. If the infrastructure facilities of the local sites and spots are not developed, then how and where the medical tourists are guided local tour can be done? Guided local tour can be done. It is a big question. Then infrastructure facilities should be upgraded and uplifted. Then it will be automatically attracted to the medical tourists for choosing Guwahati or Assam as a medical tourism destination. And rejuvenation of tourism strategies for promotion and development of medical tourism. Create a hub of Ayurvedic and homeo medicine in Assam. There is a medical college, there are super allopathic medical medicines, or the super specialty hospitals and multi-specialty hospitals in Assam. They have practiced allopathic medicines and modern medical technology. But Ayurvedic medicine are also very popular in India, and only one college is in Guwahati. This is called Government Ayurvedic College, and also the homeopathic college in Guwahati, and also maybe this is called this Patanjali Yogapith in the center has been developed in the Palasbari, the west of Guwahati. It should be very fruitful if the Guwahati should be built up as a Ayurvedic and homeo medicine hub for in near future. Then it will be another steps or another action plans for promoting or developing medical tourism in Assam. And lastly, conclusion. It is therefore seen that the this promotion and development of medical tourism will be a solution and strategical instrument for reviving diversity tourism sector in post-COVID-19 pandemic scenario. And it will be the endeavor to the state government to further boost for promotion of medical tourism in the state. The state government of Assam has been emphasized in both of the tourism policy in Assam in 2008 and 2017. They have mentioned about the medical tourism, but still now they have not properly implemented or not have a plan for medical tourism circuit development as well as infrastructural development. And maybe the devastated or the downfall tourism sector in Assam rejuvenated or restructured or uplifted through the promotion and development of medical tourism. It is only the hope, I think, এইটোৱে একমাত্ৰ আশা আমি ভাবো যে স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনৰ উন্নয়নৰ বিকাশে ভাগি পৰা বা বিধ্বস্ত প্ৰায় অসমৰ পৰ্যটন আৰু ভ্ৰমণ খণ্ডক তথা আতিথ্য খণ্ডক এক নতুন পৰ্যায়লৈ লৈ যাব, এক পুনৰুত্থান ঘটাব পাৰিব বুলি আমাৰ আশা। গতিকে আমি স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনক এটা নতুন পথ হিচাপে ল'ব লাগিব আৰু স্বাস্থ্য পৰ্যটনে আমাক বিধ্বস্ত প্ৰায় পৰ্যটন খণ্ডক অসমৰ পৰ্যটন খণ্ডক এক নতুন ৰূপ বুলি আমি আশা কৰিছো। We hope this devastated tourism sector in Assam will be revived by the promotion and development of medical tourism. And the focal point is that it should be focused medical tourism. But one thing is that the other form of tourism, the infrastructure facilities, the আন্তঃগাঁথনি, যিবিলাক সাংস্কৃতিক পৰ্যটনেই হওক বা লোক সাংস্কৃতিক বা গোষ্ঠীগত পৰ্যটনৰে হওক বা প্ৰাকৃতিক পৰ্যটনেই হওক, তাৰ যিটো ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ, যিটো আন্তঃগাঁথনি, সেই আন্তঃগাঁথনি সম্পূৰ্ণ কৰি তুলিব লাগিব, উন্নত মানদণ্ড কৰিব লাগিব। It should be built up in a standard of in the line of the standard of the global arena and global level, and then it should be definitely contributed towards the revival of this medical tourism. Revival of this tourism sector in Assam. Thank you. Next slide, please. Next slide. Last slide. Okay, thank you. Focus on medical tourism. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. I am very sorry, due to time constraint, I do request all the honorable speakers to discuss the main points only. Now, I would like to welcome Chandan Nath sir to continue our discussion.
Thank you, Kavita. Good evening to everybody. I know that it is already time constrained and it is very less time is there. So I'll just highlight few points. Already sir has given complete things about the medical tourism. So I'm not going to that. But first of all, I'm just expressing my personal view that medical tourism shouldn't be encouraged. Number one, we should be always pray to God that not to avail any sort of medical tourism, and we should keep ourselves fit and fine, so that we should not encourage medical tourism. But घोड़ा घास का साथ दोस्ती करेगा तो खाएगा क्या? So as a businessman, definitely I have to think about the business purpose. So definitely, so we can see that there is a huge movement of tourism, tourists from one place to another due to medical reason, and the main focus should be, as you know, that after the crisis, the first focus will be the aviation industry, and once the aviation industry comes back, so immediately it will be like the medical business and student, education tourism will take place first. Secondly, the advantage of Assam in this medical tourism, because of the geographic location, as already Sir said, because it is surrounded by our very neighboring countries like Bangladesh and Bhutan, we can just focus. And from Myanmar, they are sending their medical tourists to Imphal, but Guwahati is a bit far, but definitely it will be coming up once the infrastructure is developed. So definitely it will come back. So, but I'm just giving you some comparison that around in 2018, as per Ministry of Tourism, around 2.25 million tourists came to India, and they are all Bangladeshi tourists came to India, and most of them are from medical tourism, and approximately 26,000 people from Bhutan. So these are main factors. So we can tap this market. We can tap this market because Bhutan is very nearer to Assam, and we have a Gelepu point. Another point is there from where they can reach through Bongaigaon, and another Sandrup Jankar is there, and through Paro Airport. Paro has a direct connection with Guwahati Airport, so it takes lesser time than Calcutta to their nearest. Calcutta is taking 1 hour 10 minutes, but from Guwahati to Paro it takes hardly 35 minutes. So secondly, the Dhaka is also quite. Dhaka flight was due to some reason flight was grounded. But at the same time, once the Dhaka flight comes, then definitely it will be much more cheaper than Calcutta. They can come to Guwahati, and already because of this pandemic, some basic infrastructure already been made by government. That is like ICU, hospital beds, emergency medical service. Those are quite temporary. But even then, they have learned a lesson that how to deal with the crisis, and they have already employed so many people in recent times. And with that, definitely it will be coming up. But we have to, Sir already said that there are so many super specialty hospitals like Apollo, Narayani, and other hospitals they are private hospitals along with our all medical colleges. But we have to just tap the market. How to tap the market? There are some, we have to give the capacity building. So medical support, like support team, like X-ray, anesthesia, ICU, CT scan, this all sort of technician jobs we have to create, because once I can say that AIIMS is already there, it is underway. Once AIIMS is started, so definitely there will be huge traffic. There is a huge movement of medical tourists in this part. So definitely in that case, we will be needing a lot of medical support team, paramedical support force like GNM, ANM, or other emergency service support team. And then we had to have like laboratory technicians, and even entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs has to come up with a lot of, now there are so many things are required in a hospital, like hygiene materials. So we can go in the production line, because government is also giving opportunity to all this. They are giving facility to all these newcomers who wants to start their business, start their industry in Assam. So they can go for it. Medical kit production like syringe, saline, gloves, mask, and so many other things are there which are related to medical tourism, which are related to this industry. So our students can focus on those things so that they can build up their career. So I think even after that we can see some wellness center, yoga, Ayurveda centers, and that can be also promoted. So I think with that, this is my points. It is very suddenly I got to know. So these are my points. I'm just highlighting these things. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you, Salia sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak about in front of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining with us. Now
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Continue, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am. Please.
Now I would like to welcome Shahidul Islam sir from Downtown University.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Am I audible?
you are audible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
You are
good
audible.
evening. Thank you. Okay, good evening to everybody present out here for this webinar. So first of all, I would like to say that whatever Dr. Satyajit Das sir has said and Sandan sir has said, so they have actually encompassed each and every point which are meant for today's webinar. So I would just like to add certain points to them, but I would not like to go in details because both the sirs have already covered the details of the matter. One thing is very true that regarding medical tourism, the concept of medical tourism had already existed even from times immemorial. Even our Indian epic, the mythological epic Ramayana, if you look back into Ramayana, Hanuman just to save the life of Lakshmana during the Lankan battle between Rama's army and Ravana's army. Okay, he had come to carry the Sanjeevani booty, and for that purpose he had to cross across many boundaries just for that. So again, as Dasa has already narrated earlier, even in the 18th century in Europe, spas were there. Spas were built across places like Luxembourg, Malta, Pisa, Nice, Milan, Turin, places across Italy, Vaduz in Liechtenstein, in all those places where people would like to go there for getting treatment from numerous diseases and ailments. People are suffering from many types of ailments, from gout, from kidney failure, from liver dysfunction. They used to go there and drink a type of water. Ultimately, they got blessings. In that way, it was very much okay. Next, I would like to say, that why Assam? How can we say that Assam happens to be the hub of medical tourism? Assam, as we all know, has been blessed by nature in a plentiful of ways. It has abundantly been blessed by nature. Blessed with sylvan hills, sylvan surroundings, the virginity of tea gardens, the greenery, abundance of greenery, the blue hills, the green valleys, the lofty mountains all across, the mighty Brahmaputra flowing through, the paddy fields, the vegetation. It has been blessed with a plethora of flora and fauna. The biodiversity is diverse out here, is tremendous out here, and most importantly, the folklore and the culture, the traditional customs and traditions as depicted by the different communities who have been dwelling and thriving in Assam since ages has been excellent. So what I would like to say, because of all these reasons, Assam can easily be converted into, or it can easily be converted into a happy hunting ground for promoting medical tourism. As we all know, আমি আগতেই গম পাইছো গুণাৰাম খনিকৰে এখন কিতাপ লিখিছিলে বন দৰৱৰ গুণ। সেই বন দৰৱৰ গুণত তেওঁ বহুতবাৰ মেনশ্যন কৰিছিলে অসমত যিবোৰ হাৰ্বছ, নেচাৰেল হাৰ্বছ এণ্ড মেডিচিনেল প্লান্টছ যিবোৰ পোৱা যায় তাৰ পৰা কিমান বেমাৰৰ আৰোগ্য হয়। So many the treatment, the secrecy, the essence of the treatment to many diseases lies in herbs, herbal and medicinal plants, and Assam is the home to them. Many botanists have come from abroad, and they have come and they have found some unique species of plants, only in the biodiversity hotspots of Assam. So in many ways, Assam can easily become the hub of medical tourism for this one reason. Secondly, the pristine and panoramic environment of Assam, its clean air and water, and its low level of pollution. The pollution level of Assam is very low. All these features can be actually utilized and leveraged together from time to time so as to make Assam the hub of medical tourism. Because the freshness of the environment is always required. It is not that you go to a hospital, you get treatment there, but your mental strength, your mental happiness, the consolation and solace of mind. An ailing mind can be soothed only when you are in a very pristine environment. The ambience should be cool, clean. It should be soothing to the human heart. Means the patient should feel as if he's getting revived, he's getting rejuvenated, he's getting re-energized. Just simply having a look towards the environment should be able to counter his problems. It's just not the medicines or the surgeries or the operations is going to make him fit again. That is why the environment plays a pivotal role. Actually, it plays a crucial role in actually emphasizing the realness in a patient again. I would again like to say that medical tourism already had its grounds in India for a very long time. In the year 2015-16, the number of foreign tourists who had come to visit India stands at an astonishing number. It is 460,000. And as Sir has already said, the South India can best be remembered or best be recollected or best be considered as the prime hub of medical tourism in the country. Centers like Vellore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, etc. happens to be the best centers regarding this, even Delhi and Kolkata too. Similarly, as an initiative of the current government, okay, because of the relentless efforts of the present health minister and because of his lion-hearted attitude and never say die attitude, I can say one thing, that medical tourism is actually gaining ground in Assam too, not directly in the form of tourism, but in the form of a plethora of good rated hospitals are coming up in Assam. When we talk about Assam, we would like to throw basic light upon Guwahati. Guwahati happens to be the gateway to the Northeast, plus it is the only city in the entire Northeast. So earlier we were basically satisfied having only primary healthcare facilities, dispensaries or clinics scattered here and there. But now, along and apart from these above mentioned clinics, several critical care hospitals, multi-speciality and super specialty hospitals have cropped up in the state. And not only across Guwahati. I'll be really wrong if I only emphasize the name of Guwahati being my hometown time and again. We can see such things happening across places like Dibrugarh, Jorhat and Tezpur too. Even Lakhimpur, Bongaigaon and Barpeta are not lagging behind, I feel, seriously. So what I would like to say is that because of these reasons, okay, now as you all know, the COVID pandemic has really left us in turmoil. The period has been a really tumultuous one and we are going through that phase with no certainty when happy days will again come back, right? We are going through a tumultuous phase. The turbulence is yet to cease, but we need to prepare ourselves for the worst. At the same time, we should be ready and optimistic enough that good days will again bounce back. Hal din ako ghuri ahibo, achhe din fir se aayenge. Sodai to enukake nathake. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Kurongor shekhot sodai pohor thake. Rati golei din ako ahe. Ratipa surjo ako udoy hoy. Eta ami sodai বিশ্বাস কৰো. So বেয়া দিনবোৰ যেতিয়া আঁতৰি যাব, ভাল দিন নিত্যান্ত আৱশ্যক যে ভাল দিন আহি আছে আমাৰ মাজলৈ আহি আছে। So সেইটোৰ কাৰণে আমি কেনেকৈ প্ৰিপেয়াৰ হ'ব লাগে। Already it has been discussed and shared that near to Assam borders a number of international countries. Assam is very close to Bhutan. Assam is very close to Bangladesh. Nepal is not that far from Assam. Myanmar is close to Assam. So if we can, as Nath Sir has already said, that just 2 years back, around 2.5 lakh tourists, medical tourists, who had come to India, were basically from Bangladesh. Okay, so if we can tap into that source, we need to tap and harness the potential, because when we realize that the potential is there, it is our responsibility to build upon the momentum and the rhythm. The rhythm has been generated now. Rhythm to generate hoi goise. Hetu ite ami keneke tapping kori, ami momentum to keneke agboঢ়াই নিব পাৰো, হেতুহে আমাৰ দায়িত্ব actually. এটা কথা হৈছে if we can tap the potential, if need be, we can develop or we can actually put forward a number of tourist circuits across Assam's border with Bhutan and Bangladesh. So, Bangladesh's border is a tourist circuit that we can do. There is every possibility of getting more medical tourists from both these countries, from Bhutan as well as Bangladesh. Nowadays, as I have already said, that there is no dearth or there is no paucity or scarcity of good hospitals spread across the state. Now the only thing is that the medical tourism is one way which is providing employment opportunities to a plethora of people who are residents dwelling in and around the fringes or the periphery of the hospital. Local manuhinik, local native clinic, বিভিন্ন সময় সুবিধা দিয়ার উপৰি সুযোগ দিছে, চাকৰি সুযোগ দিছে, জবৰ সুযোগ দিছে. At the same time, it is also creating tremendous revenue. It is generating job opportunities and generating revenue also. So we should tap this potential very much. Now we know that COVID has brought down a total standstill to the entire system. Into পিছলৈ আমি কেনেকৈ এইটো কৰিব পাৰো যে মানুহৰ গা বেয়া হ'বই, people will definitely come for treatment. That is very true. Most importantly, people always look for certain places. People always look for certain places where they get treatment, a very good quality treatment compared to their country of origin, compared to their parent country. People always look that more bhal chikitsa pao. Second point, people always look that what খরচ to কম হয়, what খরচ to কম হয়. এই দুটা পইণ্টৰ ওপৰতে বেছ কৰি মানুহে এখন জাগাৰ এখন দেশৰ পৰা আন এখন ঠাইলৈ বা আন এখন জাগালৈ চিকিৎসাৰ কাৰণে যায়. So right now, since we have understood that the points are, since in Assam now we have got some of the best hospitals which can offer the best treatment to the people, plus the expenditure maybe compared to their parent countries is much lesser in Assam. So it is of optimal responsibility for the concerned authorities, maybe the government of India, maybe the tourism department, maybe the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Health. As Dasar has already said, there has to be an absolute collaboration between the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Tourism. And if need be, they should even join hands with CII. CII stands for Confederation of Indian Industries, and even Confederation of Indian Industries. All these concerned authorities should join hands from time to time to boost the tourism tempo. The gusto, the zeal, the zest is already there. Those two already আছে. খালি এতিয়া আমি কোভিড টু কেনেকৈ আমি কোভিড পেণ্ডেমিক টু কেনেকৈ ওভাৰকাম কৰিব পাৰো, আমি তাৰ পিছৰ কাৰণে আমি সময় সুবিধা আমি হ'ব লাগে, সেই সুযোগটো আমি ভালকে ল'ব পাৰিব লাগে. সেইটো হৈছে মেইন কথা, মূল মন্ত্ৰ সেইটোৱে. আৰু এতিয়া আমি গম পালো যে আমাৰ সেই বাউণ্ডাৰী বৰ্ডাৰ এৰিয়াজ বিলাকত যদি আমি যদি টুৰিষ্ট চাৰ্কিট যদি বহাই দিওঁ আৰু এজন দুজন যদি আমি যদি লোকেল টুৰিষ্ট টুৰ অপাৰেটৰ যদি আমি যদি নিযুক্তি কৰিব পাৰো, প্লাছ য়োগা টুৰিজিম বা ৱেলনেছ টুৰিজিম, ৰেছপনচিবল টুৰিজিম, যিবোৰ ডাইৰেক্টলি অৰ ইনডাইৰেক্টলি মেডিকেল টুৰিজিমৰ লগত সংলগ্ন হৈ থাকে, মেডিকেল টুৰিজিমৰ লগত লগ লাগি থাকে, তেতিয়া ডেফিনেটলি উই ফিল that medical tourism can be the leader, the pioneer or the torch bearer in this regard in the days to come. কিন্তু এটা কথা বাৰে বাৰে কৈছো যে Government of India, Ministry of Health, Confederation of Indian Industries and Ministry of Tourism all should join hands and play a leading role in boosting this tempo. আৰু হয়তো ক'বলৈ বহুত কথাই আছিলে, কিন্তু সময় সুবিধাৰ মানে সেইটো কাৰণে অকণমান শ্বৰ্ট কৰিব লগা হ'ল. পিছলৈ কেতিয়াবা লগ পালে আকৌ কম. মই এইখিনিতে সামৰিছো বাৰু. থেংক ইউ so much.
ধন্যবাদ স্যার, আপনার এই বক্তব্যের পর আমি নিশ্চয়কৈ উপকৃত হব পাৰে. Now I would like to welcome Teaching Camp Project Associate Ms. Sabrina Lindo from IITTM to discuss.
What do I say? Actually, so many speakers have already said so many things, and they've already covered the entire topic and everything. But I would like to state that Assam, being the gateway of Northeast, it has always been in the epicenter of everything. And as far as healthcare and medicine and medical treatment is concerned, Assam is already the hub for all the people from different states of Northeast. From Shillong itself, there are a lot of people who go to Guwahati for medical treatment. My family, my entire family members, they usually get their treatment done from international and downtown and so many other hospitals. So to say, in the region as a whole, Guwahati is at the top as far as medical treatment is concerned. And of course, medical tourists, domestic medical tourists, Guwahati receives more of domestic medical tourists, and most probably, I'm not sure about international medical tourists, but most probably if they raise the infrastructure and if they try to improve the medicinal facilities and things like that, then most probably they can also tap the international medical tourist as well. So medical tourism is one of the most emerging field in the tourism sector right now, and so many researchers and medical experts are actually forming different formulations and laws and regulations to come up with high-tech and very good infrastructure as far as medical treatment is concerned. And as per the medical value travel market, in 2015, the medical tourism sector accounts to almost $3 billion US, which is expected to increase to about $9 billion US by the end of 2020. So India is one of the most leading medical tourist destination in the world, as you all know, and we need to work more on the redress mechanism and certain policy framework as well as the government intervention in order to improve the infrastructure and so that we reach the top level as far as medical tourism is concerned. But as discussed by Chandan sir, when he said that we don't expect people to travel for medical reasons because we want everyone to be healthy, to stay healthy and to stay fit. But at the end of the day, we cannot avoid, as human beings, we fall ill, we fall ill and we have health problems, and because of that we travel to get proper health facilities elsewhere. And as far as India is concerned, we do not only receive tourists from the less developed countries, even people from US and UK and other most developed countries for that matter, they come to India to avail the medical facilities. Why? Because it's cheaper out here. It's 65% to even 90% less as compared to US and other countries in the world. So India is, so to say, it's in the top as far as the entire Asian continent is concerned. India, it tops the list. And we expect that in the coming years, we might just grow from strength to strength and become one of the most popular medical tourist destinations in the world. So, and we hope that at the end of the pandemic, we all will stay fit, stay fine, stay safe, and we will not have to avail medical facilities or go for medical treatment to Guwahati or any other places. But of course, we expect as tourist activists, we expect that in order to revive and to restart tourism, we can start from medical tourism as well. So as far as Assam is concerned with the recent pandemic, we can see that infrastructure has been developed to a certain extent. The state government has been doing a lot of work as far as improvement of medical facilities in the state is concerned. And they've been doing really well as far as tackling the pandemic is concerned. But in the recent days, we see that there has been a spike in the number of COVID patients. But we expect that in the coming days, most probably, all those people who have been affected might be treated and they might recover from the virus. And I wish my Assamese people, Assamese counterparts, all the very best, and let's restart and revive tourism. As a tourism activist, we hope that the tourism industry will be revived. And lastly, I would like to thank the principal of Kaliabor College, although it was in the last moment today morning I got a call. But since I'm a tourism passionate person, I'm very passionate about the industry. I'm a tourism activist, although I'm an academician, but I'm more of an activist. And I am very passionate about anything tourism, and I don't mind, even if it's in the last moment, I don't mind to participate in anything which is related to tourism. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining with us and sharing your knowledge. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, I would like to welcome Sri Bonani Soitia ma'am to continue our discussion.
Good evening to all. As I would like to thank Professor H.K. Soliha sir, Principal Kaliabor College, and the organizing team for giving me this opportunity to speak. Though I'm the last speaker, every point has been covered by all the speakers. So I hope I'm audible to all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay, so it is basically all the points being covered. So there's hardly any points left for me to say. What I would say is, like, as we all know, that tourism and hospitality sector is actually suffering a huge loss due to this pandemic, which we are COVID-19 pandemic. But I'm sure we will come back and we will revive in this sector. And as we know, USA and Italy being the world's topmost medically equipped countries, they also fail to overcome this pandemic. Whereas we should say the Assam government did a commendable job while handling this pandemic. Till yesterday, there are positive cases of 11,001 positive cases, COVID-19 positive cases in Assam. And recovery is 6,327. So which means till date, 61% people have recovered from COVID-19. So this is a positive sign for Assam tourism along with the medical tourism in Assam. And why I'm saying it's positive, because Assam being a place where the tourism sectors or the tourism places are not being explored by many tourists. They are unaware of our various tourist spots. So now as the pandemic has started, people will stop moving. I'm going out of little bit out of medical tourism. What I'm trying to say is, as due to this, people will like to travel to this area, basically Assam, because they would avoid to go to the mass places, the mass crowded places in the other. If we talk about the tourist destination, they would prefer to go to a place where you have a less crowd and they can enjoy their holidays with the family. So this way, it is a positive sign for our tourism sector to be developed, hospitality as well as the tourism sector. So we will have people coming for medical treatment also, people will be coming to our places, and for other related tourist aspect or tourist prospect also, they'll be coming to our place, that is in Assam, and they'll be visiting there. And the new upcoming the revival of tourism which will bring by this particular tourist or the patients which come to our state, what will happen is we are basically becoming little bit active, or we are progressing in the medical field due to COVID-19. We have so many, though some of them are temporary, but we have some permanent solutions been coming in the medical sector. And after, as Sandanath sir has already said, AIMS, which has the construction has already been started. As we have already different medical hospitals are already, super specialty hospitals are already there in Assam. But after AIMS started their operation, the job opportunities will also increase. And as you all know, now the hospitality and the tourism sector, what they are basically doing is they are taking an outsource. They are going for an outsourcing. People are directly, say, in case of job opportunities, I would say there are opportunities for the students to build up their career as an entrepreneur. They are taking housekeeping services from outsiders, that's outsourcing housekeeping services. They are outsourcing some medical supplies, and there are many. As the time concern is there, so I'm just telling you the few important points. So this is something and we can also say the homestay. We can build up the homestay concept. That will be the prospect for the students. So as we know, the government is also providing a subsidy for that. If you apply for that, you get a subsidy to conduct homestay. Meghalaya is doing a very good in homestay, but Assam is lacking a little bit in homestay. So we can start with all these concepts, and we can, in general, we can hike up our state, or we can promote our tourism sector, which is unknown or which is not being explored by tourists. So this is something I just would like to add. And as we say, and as we know, that the famous proverb goes, Rome was not built in a day. So we have to have patience, and I'm sure I would request the students, don't jump into a conclusion. There are good times will come back, and you will have job opportunities. You will have different entrepreneurs opportunities coming out your way. Just have patience, and the days or the tourism industry will definitely revive back. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Kavita Varaman, please unmute yourself. Kavita Varaman. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes, continue, ma'am.
Kavita ma'am. Hello.
ধন্যবাদ স্যার, ধন্যবাদ মেম। আপোনালোকৰ এই বক্তব্যখিনিয়ে আমাৰ সকলোকে যথেষ্ট উপকৃত কৰাৰ লগতে আগন্তুক দিনবোৰত এনেধৰণৰ বক্তব্যই আমাক বহুখিনি সহায় কৰিব বুলি মই ভাবোঁ। আশা কৰোঁ আজিৰ এই অনুষ্ঠানটিৰ পৰা সকলোৱে কিছু পৰিমাণৰ হ'লে উপকৃত হৈছে। আমাৰ সদায় চেষ্টা যাতে এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ প্ৰেৰণাদায়ক অনুষ্ঠান আমি ভৱিষ্যতেও আয়োজন কৰিব পাৰোঁ। শেষত অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয়লৈ মোৰ অশেষ ধন্যবাদ থাকিল, আৰু লগতে সমূহ কাৰিকৰী বিভাগৰ কৰ্মকৰ্তাসকললৈকো মোৰ ধন্যবাদ জনাই আজিৰ অনুষ্ঠানটি
Hello.
Hello.
Principal sir লৈ যাব বিচাৰিছো।
Hello.
Principal sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Actually, the time is very late. We could not provide sufficient time to all speakers. It is first beginning. So after we are planning for other webinars also. I'm very thankful to Sandan Nath, Sabita, Sabrina Lingbo, and Banani, and Dr. Islam, and also Dr. Das for the last on my request they have participated. And I think I have listened to entire program, and we are very helpful with this deliberation. I am thankful to Kavita, Dr. Birender, and Amit, my fellow friends, for successful completion of this webinar. And let us be positive, like Bonani has said. Let us see positiveness. And Shillong, Lindo has missed one point. The Shillong is itself is a very medical destination. Because a lot of people from Assam, they visited Shillong for Negrim. So please do not miss that point. It is itself is a for our country, and we have 7 other states. So we can move to national tourists and international tourists. And Shillong itself is from my place also. There are a lot of patients visited Negrim. It is a very good hospital, and care is very good there. So thank you, Sabrina. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Principal sir. And we have also given the feedback in the chat box. If still some participants has not submitted, I request Amit Dutta, sir, please post again this feedback form, and we will give again 2 minutes so that everyone can fill up this feedback form. And I request other to
Brenda, say everybody to for some video and give, have a click of the screenshot of the program.
Yes. I request every participants to come closer to your camera so that we can take a screenshot. Please come closer to camera. Yes. So that we can take a screenshot. Yes, just a second. Just another. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And yes, done. Thank you. So with this, we came to this end of this program. Amit Dutta sir, I think we can conclude now.
Yes, we can
Yes.
conclude. I have shared the feedback link once again. Those who have not filled up the feedback form, kindly fill it up. We will wait for some time.
Yes, we'll wait for 1 minute again, and I will unmute everybody. And if you have any experience, you can share just for 1 minute.
Those who have not yet submitted the feedback form, kindly submit it now.
So thank you everybody, and have a very good night ahead. Thank you. The meeting has been ended.